You love. Y'all get your clothes out the bathroom. Me, baby. Sam, clean off the tub, dude. I know I said shake your stuff in there, but clean it off. Is it the way? No, I am. Hurry up. I didn't invite you to nothing. What? You can't get nothing but food. How you doing? Meat. Meat. You gonna answer the question? Hey, Cookie. How y'all doing? The question is, are women too masculine or are men too feminine? I want to know. What's y'all thoughts? Let me know. They saying us women are too masculine nowadays. We doing too much. We're changing ties and bringing tables to the table. Are men too masculine or are women too feminine? Turn off that light in there, please, sir. I'm going to invite a couple of folks on over here. Oh, don't you say that, cute Susie. Oh, my gosh. Huh. Say it again for the people in the back. Men are too feminine. Open-ended question. Women would say men too feminine. Men would say women. Trey. Are men too masculine or are women too feminine? Come on. That's the question. Because, see, my thing is, I've been called masculine. And I know I'm only doing what I got to do. But is that because you can't do what you need to be doing? I got to save room for some men to come in. What y'all think? How y'all doing? Hello, ladies.
Good afternoon. Well, good evening.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I like how you said, how
I've
you
been called
doing?
masculine too. I've been called
You been
masculine
called?
too because I do so much.
Me too.
But like I told
It's
myself, I gotta take care of myself. I'm a single woman. I take care of myself.
right. And that's something I said. If you don't have, same here, because of the work I was doing at the time, I was called masculine. Well, what were you doing? K-Dub, how you doing? Hold on, let me see. What I'm cooking, I'm making my version of, what's it called? Making my version of Chipotle, but I'm going to use shrimp tonight. Matter of fact, hold on, let me grab my shrimp. Yeah. But that masculine, I know I've been called masculine, right? Because I can change a tire. Now, in all honesty, I was a bit of a tomboy growing up. I wanted to be a
Yeah, that's too hot, Kim.
what she
They
said. I
call
can't see.
too independent. We are intimidating. I mean, I don't understand it. Just because we take care of ourselves and we pay our own bills,
Right? But see, if you ain't got no man there to cut the grass, who gonna
I'll
cut
cut
your
the grass
grass?
myself. I cut the
Hey,
grass myself.
Jordan's mom. Oh snap, honey. I'm about to put this. Oh, you cooking roast? Yeah. Let me get some man in here. There go one man. Do please join the live, sir. Why are you what you whining for? Okay. Uh, well, we had no exactly no king without a queen, right? Oh, cute Susie, you own it today. In that line of work, I had to be aggressive at times, so I guess it was in their opinion, of course. But see, sometimes if you do a job that a man considers to be a man's job better than what they
Mm-hmm.
doing, they gonna have a problem
Mm-hmm.
with it. Men don't want women over them in a job
Right.
position as well. The topic is: are women too masculine nowadays, and are men too feminine? It's a lot of Mitches running around here, darling. There's a
It
lot of
sure is.
Mitches
Y'all hear me?
running around this thing.
Y'all heard what I said, Cupcake?
Yeah, I heard it.
I'm,
I don't know if
yeah,
anybody else heard it, but I heard it.
What you
yeah.
said?
I can't talk
You
too
had
long.
flash.
He can't talk.
Not for
No,
long.
he at the
I'm in
spot.
line right now. Yeah,
He
I'm
at
Hey,
the
in line
spot.
ask
right
them
now.
dudes back there. You like to ask people questions. Ask them men back there. Are men too feminine or are women too masculine nowadays? Why you asking that?
Yeah, I don't know these people. If I knew him,
You don't be knowing the people at the store that you be asking questions. Don't he be asking people
right.
questions at the store cup?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Now he's like,
especially
I
when
don't
it's
know
something
these
that he
people.
want to talk about.
You say word
Mm-hmm.
probably.
You saying, you want to ask if men are what?
Are men too feminine or are women too masculine nowadays?
Women too masculine.
Ooh. Okay, Hot Kim.
And, there's a few men too feminine.
Man, you sound like you whispering. Hold on, let me turn up my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just real
No,
phone.
that's just how he sounded right now.
Yeah. All right. We need some more men in here. I'm trying to save some room for some men. How many slots I got? I got
Two
six.
more.
Okay. Two more. So two more men need to come in. Or I need two more men in the room. Where's Sir Paul at? He probably at work because he always works. But okay, now, what Hot Kim said that women are too giving and men are too spoiled. He low key online. Oh no, might
It could be
be.
that way. It could be that way because a lot of men are raised by women nowadays and not a father figure in the home, so that could be the case.
Oh, so we're gonna say it's a man's fault then,
Mm.
because if the daddy ain't there, then it's the daddy fault, right? Okay, okay.
Exactly.
You're a man, Sam. Get off my line. You ain't no dang on man. What Shamari said. Oh yeah, women have been put in a position to defend. Hey, stop using. He using my coins to give me roses. To put in position to defend themselves when a man's supposed to. That's a good one. Both parts are accountable. Why you say such a thing? Why do you say that? Patriarchy teaches men just because they are men, they make the rules. Don't they though? Some men look, the thing is, oh shoot. They want a man, they say men supposed to be leaders and all this stuff. But some men just don't know how to lead. Some men aren't leaders. So do you think a man that's not a leader should get with a woman that is? Because some of us women are natural born leaders as well.
Yeah, but I think a lot of men don't like alpha females.
Of
They
course.
they do not like alpha females, and
Here.
the thing, especially a woman who knows who she is and whose
Mm,
she is. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like sometimes a man want us to be so submissive to them that they can't see our hand or what we bring to the table.
Mm. And that word alone has such a stigmatism. They like
Yeah, I
alpha,
know.
alpha submissive. That's a
Let
Mm.
me
ooh.
tell you. Let
That's
me
a
tell you
touchy
something.
word right
Okay.
now. What's
Let
that?
me tell you
What's
something.
that? What's that drink? Mhm.
Listen. Your so-called definition of alpha female. Um,
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the same thing, Cookie. He looked like he got something to say. Say it, Duke. I want to hear what you got to
And he
say.
lit up when you said submissive. You know that's his favorite word. Submissive is
Because he
his
like
favorite word.
control.
He lit up when you said that word. He lit up like a
He,
Christmas tree.
he
listen,
likes control.
hang on.
I go
I'm gonna
both
go to the
ways.
restroom. Hold on. Let me get to the restroom and
I
check it
think too
out.
many unqualified men demand. Ooh, say.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say this
ooh,
right. I'm gonna say
what?
this right now.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say this right now. Okay. Listen. You have alpha females out there, somewhat what you call right. i.e., I'm gonna call Cupcake like an alpha female. Okay, she's pretty much like a leader. Okay, but you got to have a man who knows how to take her role and know how to take control of the household. It isn't that she doesn't know how to. She's not going to turn down what she do, but she wants to turn over the reins to a man who knows how to lead and lead correctly and lead respectfully. Okay, so a lot of men do not know how to deal with a woman who is like Cupcake, which I consider like what you call an alpha female. Yeah, there's a lot of men that are weak in the knees when it comes to that kind of role. Okay, because they don't have fathers in the home who know how to lead. Okay, how to treat a woman right, how to take a strong woman and get her to be voluntarily submissive. So yeah, that's what happens a lot of times. Now I got to go back out to my quiet space because I can't talk very long out there. But that's the reason why the woman should never lead. She should code, but she should never lead. The man needs to lead, but respectfully. That's the only way it's supposed to work.
Hold on. You think a woman
What?
is that because I say so? Instead of boring each other, they have women bashing parties. Oh, say that. Now, see, I don't know if you saw the video where they say men would rather hang out with men than be with women. Did you see that? Oh, lie. I don't know if I should pull old Blue up here. Let me ask Blue. Let me
Oh
ask.
no. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Ah, Blue. Come on up here, Blue.
What up? What up? What up? Let me put my show light on.
Uh-oh. Got the hat to the back.
What's
Yo,
going on?
Save a blue, huh?
so question is the question is, are women too masculine or are men too effeminate now?
From what I be seeing here, women are too masculine. They be dogging their baby dad out.
Now,
And
why do you say masculine?
I seen a woman on the train dogging her baby dad out. I said, man, just get up and go and walk in the other cab. I said, because what she's saying to you, man, I'd have been done walked out. Even the first thing she said. Because
That's a strong.
because if a woman can dog you out in front of your friends, and guess what your friends gonna say?
What's
You
that?
understand? They
Hold
gonna
on,
say,
hold on.
man. They gonna say, man, you let your woman dog you out. What make you think you gonna step up to us and stuff like that?
Okay, so you worry about what your friends say. What about your
Oh
friends?
no. If a no no if a woman
Yeah. And
if a
this you.
woman if a
Oh,
wait, let me finish. If a woman try to be too masculine with me, I'm just gonna leave her. I'm just gonna leave her standing by herself.
Blue. Okay, I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say. Hold on, let me go back to the comments. Hey, dear, how you doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
Okay, hold on. She said just want a slave, her to let run all over her without any consequences for him, right? And I'm
Oh,
with you on that.
I ain't gonna run all over. I ain't gonna run over a woman for one. But I'm not gonna let no woman talk to me no any kind of way. It's all about respect. But a masculine woman, I just tell her, hey, this ain't gonna work out.
Okay, but hold on. Hey, come out there. I'm on live. Turn that down. Gwen say it's not just submissive when her man is a Trojan and a boss. No woman has a problem. Oh, now hold on. Let me ask the women. I'm gonna say it like Jill Scott said.
Wait, before you ask the women, let me say this. Before you ask the women, see, from my past of masculine women, I'd have been stabbed, been cut, crawled my side. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna put up with a masculine woman. No.
Okay. To the women, my question: can a man tell you what to do, or can a man not tell you what to do? Now, Jill Scott said, if a man can tell me what, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do. Do y'all understand what she's saying
Yeah,
when
I
she said?
understand. She want a masculine man.
Yeah, I understand.
Hey, beautifully imperfect. Hey, Elle. You say smile. I'm
Hey,
talking to the women. Do y'all
okay.
understand what she said when she said what she said?
Yeah, I understand that. Hey, that means if I say I'm gonna use you as an example. April. I'm gonna use that as an example. No. I'm gonna use Cupcake as an example. If I told Cupcake, say,
That's a good
say,
question.
I'm finna, say I told Cupcake to do this or do that. Now I'm saying it in a tough way. Either she gonna do it or oh shit. Wait a minute, Cupcake. I'm gonna rephrase it. But anyway, but it's the way some women be masculine with that man because you see how Cupcake looking. Sometimes the eyes tell it all when you look in their soul.
Look,
What y'all just witnessed is the crawfish effect.
like I said earlier, not all men are leaders.
But
Okay?
Cupcake, you
Not
know I
Back
love
that shit up real quick. Didn't he back that shit up real quick? No.
He craw he crawfish he
you.
crawfish real quick.
not
And all it
men.
and all it took was a look. All it took was a look.
Hey, now that but if you and that woman got that respect of y'all looking at how each other look, y'all got that respect of you respecting her and she respecting you. It all to just take a look instead of open your mouth.
Choose
You know your
some.
woman and your woman know you.
Gwen said her man partners, right?
Well,
So
well, one
when
thing,
y'all partners, Sam, Nate,
well,
why-
one thing we have to understand is too is that um as men, I'm saying as men, as real men, we have to first of all understand that the type of woman that we are dealing with, and a woman have to understand what type of man that she's dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
A real woman want a man. She want a man now. She don't want nobody where she got to push over. She don't want nobody like
Right.
got some lady be like, man, you ain't no good. You sorry. You can't even fix a toilet. You can't. You know what I'm saying?
hey
And
Jordan,
that plays a part in a relationship. Now, the part that gets me is that when you got women, there's some women and not all women, but in some women and men, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
when men learn how to become men, that's when the respect will come in. And women would never respect a man if he don't know how to be a man when he's still a little boy. You be a man in a grown man body but have a child's mind, you'll never get no respect.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get that respect.
okay.
And respect
If
has to be earned. Respect has to be earned,
Right. Got to be earned.
not
if a man is learning,
not
should he be dealing with women?
So what now?
again.
If a man is learning how to be a man, should he be dealing with a woman?
Well, like that's going back to the type of woman that you're dealing with. Now, let's call a spade, ace of ace, deuce of deuce. If you mess with a blue collar woman gonna think different from a hood woman. A hood woman gonna think different from a blue collar woman, cause they're
Mm-hmm.
different levels. They're different levels. I'm just being
Different
honest.
levels to it.
It's different levels in life. There's different levels in the game. You know what I'm saying? So if you
Look,
if you want a woman and make it making a $50,000 figure or $100,000 figure, you ain't gonna come with that child mentality. If you been with a woman making only $20,000, you know what I'm saying, yeah, whatever, that's those different levels.
But
Because
you could be on the
because now
same.
you're saying if you ready to get to that next level with that woman, you already know what type of woman you're gonna be dealing with. You can't go there playing on mind games with it because she ain't
That's
with
it.
that.
That's it.
But you could
Okay,
be on the.
QC.
But you could be. Hold on. But you could be on the same level, okay? And Cupcake, I'm using you as an example for a reason. Uh, if you don't mind, you could be a man who has not been had a father in the home, and deal with a person like Cupcake who had a strong father figure. She knows what a man is supposed to be, a strong father figure, who's strong but not disrespectful. Okay. Now, if she gets with somebody who don't know how to be that strong father figure, then that's going to be the problem. You know, Blue, why don't you mute your mic, Blue,
I can't. Okay, Duke, I can
Blue,
barely.
Blue, Blue, mute your
hit
mic,
your mic.
Blue, mute your mic.
Okay, we gotta have
Thank you,
another man up
thank
here.
you,
I can't have all that noise.
thank
Can't hear
you,
shit.
thank you. So if a man who doesn't know how or have not had a strong father figure in the home is now grown up and now he's out the home trying to deal with a woman like Cupcake who's had a strong father figure in the home, he's gonna look. She's gonna critique him on how he's supposed to be a man by her father. All y'all women, a lot of women grade a man on how their father was. A lot of the father wasn't there. Then, look, a lot of them be in trouble because they think a man is supposed to be like this or supposed to be like that. But if you have a person like Cupcake who have had a strong father figure in the home, that he's the example. Who's strong father figure and is respecting to her mom or whoever. Okay? Everybody else is gonna be in trouble.
Thank you for the.
No, I'm making shrimp chipotle. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Okay. I couldn't really hear what you were saying, dude. My AirPods went over to the iPad. Hey, Chrissy. Hey, everybody. How should a
Cupcake or
man treat a
smile.
woman
Repeat to
that
her what I
easily
said.
performs?
Repeat to her what I said, Cupcake or smile. I think y'all heard me.
What he said, Cup? What he
Basically,
said?
when a woman is raised in a home with a strong father figure, that's basically what she look forward to when she come out here in the dating world. And if it ain't right, she try to get it right. And if he can't get it right, she out of there.
Okay. Man, it's understandable. A lot of people what's the name? Jordan's mom look up to their dad in that respect. So I understand that. But it's almost like too when you have because I hate to say
Thank you for
weak.
the gift.
I don't want to say a guy is weak. You know what I'm saying? But
That's how I see him, though.
some of them weak.
That's how I see him. I swear to goodness, that's how I see him, and I let him know. If you too weak, I will roll over top of you. There's no chance for us. Like I'm just not that type of person. I need to be with a man that knows how to control me when I get out of control. And if you ain't that person, you just ain't that person. And to me, you're weak.
Now,
Thank you for the
you
coins. Thank you for the coins.
are you saying
Thank you for the
control?
gift.
Is this man controlling you or
No,
is he calming you down?
no, but be able to pull me back. When I get out of control, when I get out of control, be able to pull me back from getting out of that space. A weak man cannot do that for me. I will roll
Right,
over top of him.
right. I can't deal with a weak man. Once I see you weak, I'm gone. I don't even want that in my space. Like you can't even deal.
Right.
You can't be here. First thing, he not a father. He not her father. Every man leads different. Some men can't lead.
Some men
Oh,
can't even lead.
Some men
Right.
can't lead. Some men
That
don't know what leader is.
Right.
that's right.
Yes.
That's going by the people that we choose. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you for the gifts.
You know that. So my thing is this right here. It compromises. Communication rule the world. You got to
Mm-hmm.
learn to communicate. That's number one. And it's more than just paying bills. A woman want a man more than just paying bills. She wants some time. She wants some attention. You know what I'm saying? But when you see these little
Thank
guys
you.
want to play these video games all day long, ain't won't watch no dramas, won't watch no crow, won't do nothing but sit there, get up, play a game, come home, play a game, hang with the homeboys. What tell them? A real woman don't want
Right.
that. That shit
Right.
get all the time. You
Hey,
tell
Right.
me
now.
You
what to
know,
do.
you know,
If you
you
play a
know.
game with your son and your dog, whatever, you tell like you don't woman want that.
Thank
And see,
you.
Hey, you,
in the
Thanks for
sad
the
part,
gifts, y'all.
I'm not putting out my men. And don't get me wrong, I'm a man myself. But the sad part about it is that the woman allowed that to happen because why? She
Mm.
want a man around.
Now, see, that's
I
some of
don't
these
give a,
women
hey,
I
that's
don't
okay with
give a
having a piece of
goddamn.
man.
Right.
I
hey,
heard a lady say it one time. My mama tell me a piece of man is better. No man, hell, I don't want a piece of a woman.
Uh-uh.
I want a full built
No, it's
woman.
not.
I don't
That
want a
part.
piece.
And
I
that's
don't
the
want a piece
bullshit.
of.
it,
That's the
it takes.
bullshit. Don't nobody want a piece of
You
nothing
know
but a piece of cake.
I want
one
a
thing
piece
my
of cake.
ex-husband used to tell me
Shit,
all the
it
time. He
depends
used to
on what
say,
kind of cake it is. Because if it's too good, I don't even just want a piece. I want pieces.
You know, it takes a great it takes a good follower to be a great leader, and in a relationship, it takes a better servant to be servant. You know,
Oh,
that's what you got to be able to be. You know,
so
if you
are
want to be
so
served, if you want to be served as a male in a relationship, you got to be
hey that.
a good servant.
So are you saying that a man should submit to a woman in a way as well?
What I'm saying this right here. In order for be a good leader, you got to be a good follower.
Okay.
That's what I said. I just said that. I just
Yeah,
I'm
said
I'm
that.
that's what I'm
asking a
saying.
question. Y'all ain't
And
answering my question though.
and if a man, listen, the Bible teaches us. I don't know. I'm going to put out there. How can a man be the head of his house if he can't be the head of the church? He got to be the head of a woman. Expect a man to be the head.
Oh man.
And so the
But
difference is that this is the difference. A lot of times we get messed up because we want when we start shacking up, we want that man to play that head role. Because when you start doing wife and stuff, he ain't gonna want to marry.
Right.
listen,
right.
Come on,
April,
when you
That
start
part
April
right
shacking
asked you a
there.
up
question.
and you
You
already
said it.
doing wife and stuff, you ain't got nothing to look forward to.
That's
Right.
Hey,
He
The
gonna
it.
keep
April
Bible
asked
said
a
doing
we
what
should
question.
he doing.
submit to one another, right, Cheryl?
Hold on, hold
Right,
on, hold
Cheryl.
on,
A man
hold
is
on, hold
supposed
on.
to submit to a woman as well.
April
And the
asked a
word teaches
question.
us
April,
a woman supposed to be submissive to her
Hold on,
husband.
Red. Red Rose, I want a man in here. I want to get another man's perspective. I'm gonna let you come up in a minute. Hold on.
hold on,
I'm gonna
hold
come.
on.
I'm gonna come to you.
A-
What's up, Too
A-
Real?
Hey y'all, real quick,
April,
hold on. I just want to chime in. I agree with y'all. I just like what Smile said. Um, ain't nobody perfect, y'all, but I feel like this. A lot of women are starting to feel like they got to be the man. That's the problem because we as men are not letting God lead us to begin with. I don't care what nobody say. God, without God, it's not going to work. And if we let
Ain't gonna
God lead
work.
us the right way,
Oh,
that woman has no choice. She's going to see it, and she's going to follow him. Now, submitting both ways works like that because sometimes you know how we are, men. When we get real sick, we submit to that woman. We turn into a baby and we expect her to pour into us and help us. Same thing,
y'all
vice
sure
versa. That
do.
woman expects you to provide and protect her. She shouldn't have to call her father for you to do what a man's supposed to do. And that's just my opinion. Y'all got the floor, and I'll be in the comments.
All
hey,
right.
to
And you ain't
backdoor
doing
the
that
to
shit.
Thank
backdoor
you.
what he was saying, to backdoor what he was
Thank
saying.
you.
If you can hear me, submission does have to go both ways. Okay, there's
Mhm.
nothing wrong with a real man being able to submit to his woman because a lot of times, uh, even though I'm leading the household, there's times when I have to submit to my woman's wishes or ideas, even though I'm making the decision. You know, so that's just how it goes. If you don't have it like that, a lot of times it don't work. I'm
I don't
gonna
know
step
about
down.
that.
I'm gonna
Well,
step
see,
down because y'all can't hear me.
but
All
see,
right.
Yeah, I feel the
dude,
same way, Brown.
that's going
What
back to
Brown
saying
said?
see, that's the thing.
The
That's
man
what
Brown,
allows a
Brown
woman
tone
to
too. Said
control him.
when a
In
man
my
allow,
opinion, he's no longer a man. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes
you
it's
got
best for y'all to work together. Cause just like
communication.
one person don't know everything. So if you looking for this man to come through and just totally just rock everything without your opinion, cause see, you can be the head all day, but you can't move without the neck.
That's
In
right.
all honesty.
that's
So
it.
it
That,
takes
that's
both of y'all to come together and work together and make some sense of things. They like to say that women are all emotional and men are all logical, which is not true because men go by emotion as well. But if you put the two together, you're gonna have a better outcome than just going one way. That's right. Teamwork makes the dream work. We gotta work as a team. This is a partnership.
that's
It's
going.
not
That's
just one person. Because the
right. That's
truth of the
going back to
matter, this
Right.
communication.
generation is full of pretenders.
That
Yeah.
that's going back to communication, abundant. And when you have communication, you can be able to talk
Oh
to each other
shoot.
and not talk at each other. Sit down and make decisions together. Because when
Yeah.
you play, look, the purpose of dating somebody, I had to learn this right here. My move is this right here. I am dating to marry, not just be dating. I'm at the age now. You date if you're gonna
Right.
date, have the purpose of dating. Not just say I have a boyfriend. If you ready to settle down and you ready to be committed, find you somebody that on your they want the same thing you want the same desire. That you know that want the same attitude as well altitude. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so messed up out here now. I mean,
It
people don't care.
is.
Love ain't like it used to be no more. You play these games now. People getting hurt. I mean, find you somebody, man, that gonna love you, gonna treat you right. That gonna main thing. They gonna respect you. I
Mm-hmm.
this like a joker that don't respect a woman. I don't care what color you is. If you
Well,
can't
I'm gonna
respect
say this
all the
too.
women,
I do believe that if a man is masculine, if he comes off full masculine, he's gonna allow that woman to be full feminine, and she can act feminine. We gonna I think some of us just gonna automatically be submissive if you fully masculine. We gonna come through and
Mm-hmm.
we gonna let you have that because we could trust you with that role. You know what I'm saying?
that's true.
Okay.
And then on top of that, you go date. You let that person know,
They
hey,
know.
this is what I'm looking for. This is you let them know what you're looking for in the relationship. And that when the respect will come in, and that's when be no overload over boundary. He'll respect your boundary, and you'll respect his boundary. Either way it go, communication it played a part in the whole relationship.
Community, you're right. If people get together and say what they're expecting in the relationship, you know, what they want, what they don't want, that way you know what you want to accept and what you don't want to accept. This
There
person
Right.
say,
you go.
hey, I want us to be 100, 100. Or
That's
the
it.
other person comes, I want to run everything and you listen. If you agree to whatever it is that's being said, then that's what you agree to.
You
But that's
agree.
because you done talked about it. You done communicated about this stuff. You're right.
Right.
It does have to do with communication.
Communication is necessary in any
Tell
relationship.
me, sir.
Right.
And then you won't get no surprise look or no like
Thank you.
really. You know what I'm saying? You be like, wait a minute, man. Because why you have established, let me let me hang around for one. If you tell me, look, I don't like you come to my house with my shoes on, I gotta respect that, right?
Right.
If you tell me, if you say, look, you come to my house on shoes on, so if I know whether or not if I want to hang around, if I want to come over or not. You know what I'm saying? You put it out there. You communicate with each other.
Now
You
see,
feel the
what's
vibe of each
this?
other.
Self to table. All this
And
what
so
you bring to the table stuff, that don't be throwing me out. What do you bring to the table?
Yeah.
Everything. I am the
Everything.
table.
I
Do
am the
you have a
table.
table? That part. Is your table made of plastic or is it made of wood? What is
Okay.
your table? Hold on, I'm trying to see. He said, Lady Moore said, I think it's misunderstood. When a woman says she's independent, she's bringing her best. Some see it as being bossy. Somebody
Yeah.
said that. It's not
Well,
about being a boss. Like, in
shit.
all honesty. Go ahead. What you finna say?
Well, you
I
know
don't want
what?
to take over
I'm
no.
gonna do right here. Let me share it right here. Red Rose, you don't mind if I use you for example, right?
Go ahead.
All right. Say me and Red Rose, we married, right? We married. Okay. Red Rose come home and say, baby, guess what? I got a raise today. I'm looking like, well, yeah, yeah. It ain't an I once you get married, it's us. We say T, right? We got a raise. You see what I'm saying? We got a raise. So listen, because why?
I
If
see.
I know Red Rose making more than I'm, ain't no use me getting mad about that.
At all. Because if y'all team,
Hmm.
that's y'all money.
There you
Right.
go.
That's
Long if
y'all money.
long I'm doing what I'm supposed to do in that house, and she know what I need what need to be paid and all this stuff. We are working together. And if she make a 5,000 extra more, I'm not finna walk around here and get all mad, get all upset. That's stupid, man. You got a woman there, and that love you regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? You cherish that. They're who you love.
Right?
You put
Y'all
it
do that
together.
thing together.
You
Together.
doing it together.
But you have men that are jealous of women now. And
Yeah.
that's something I had to
Good
go through.
evening, everybody.
I say that.
Whoa.
Hey,
Hey
Hello.
Gary.
How y'all
I'm
doing?
not finna get, I'm not
Good,
finna
how
get
are you?
jealous of my woman. If she making a 5 figure more than I'm making, I'm like, we in this thing together. You sure will.
Yeah. That part.
I'm gonna say
Hey,
Um,
Red
this.
Rose.
I'm gonna
Red
say this.
Rose.
A lot of
You
people tend to
got
forget
5 figure girl.
when y'all both building, y'all both bringing something to the table. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna get jealous of how much money you have, what you got going on. At the end of the day, you're contributing to the household. You're contributing to our solid foundation. At the end of
right,
the day, that's all that fucking matters. I could care less about how much money you got, what you got in your bank account, all that. Because at the end
I'm
of the
with you.
day, people got to understand, like God give it, God also takes.
Take
Y'all
it.
both could be in a situation where y'all both at the up, and then at the end of the day, y'all could be
Hey
back
Jen.
down to square one. A lot of people tend to forget when you have a solid ass female on the side of you, and you got a solid ass female that's rocking with you, and she ain't asking you for this and that. You shouldn't be in comparison with her for the simple fact is she's gonna make money. She's gonna make her money regardless with or without you.
Right,
I don't care what
right.
no man out here could say. Oh, I don't want my woman working. Hey, it's better than her working than you take care of all the responsibilities.
Hello, everybody. Can
How
y'all
you
hear me?
Good
doing?
evening.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
evening.
I'm good.
You,
Hey,
you know,
April. Hey, Frankie. Hey, everybody. Hey.
I
Hey.
don't, I'm gonna say this.
I
I'm
wanted
gonna
to
say
say,
this. My
uh-oh.
girl works. No, I'm gonna say this. My girl used to work for the hospital. She's a LPN. I drove trucks for a living. I can
Mhm.
honestly say she was making way more bank than me, but she never criticized me because I always got up and went and drove this truck. Now I can honestly say, since we've been split up, this woman still has a hand in my business. No matter what the situation is, she still elevate me even though we not together. She still come through and be like, look, how much money you need to get another truck? All right, I should have my money back within 6, 7 months. I have
Mhm.
tripled the money she gave me, and I have paid her back with interest just for her being a solid foundation and a silent partner in my business. She
That's what's
elevated me
up.
to do something different. She saw it in me. She helped me. Now I can honestly say, business has been booming. I
That's
never
good.
criticized her for living the life that she was given. At the end of the day, baby, you helped me. You helped me become the man that I am today.
You fine. And that's what's up.
Okay,
So,
because some people don't realize that even though you love somebody, doesn't mean that supposed to be your person. That post it can be your person as in a friendship, as in a bond, but not necessarily your person, as in my man, your woman, my man.
We're in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just say this: a lot of us as black people, we gotta stop taking, not putting shit in return.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, as much as you take, as much as the shit that y'all quote unquote say y'all want, half of y'all don't even know what the shit that y'all want. Y'all always want to say take. Well, what are you giving? What are you sacrificing? What are you giving back in residuals to your partner or
Okay, my
somebody that
grandmother and them didn't work, and my grandfather and them had good jobs and stuff, and they hold down the foundation and stuff like that. It's just the point of even my mom, she worked because she wanted to work, because
Okay.
my father took care of everything. Her paycheck went to her, because my father said, "You don't buy nobody nothing but you," and she had a good government job. She worked for the
Okay.
CIA. But my thing is, a lot of men to this day, these new 60s and 70 babies, I'm gonna put it in these new millennium, they need to stop with this concept of which I was talking about earlier, and I came in on asking in the conversation, what you bringing to the table. We have to pay shit 50-50, or a man threaten or a woman threaten and everything like that. And I'm like that you share your story about you and your ex. And that was a person that loved you for who you was, not for what you was bringing to the table.
Okay. What you finna say, Tanya? And you right. You right about that, Frankie.
I got to bid
Tanya.
everybody a good evening. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, cuz.
All
Tanya,
All
what were
right.
right,
you about to
baby.
say?
Uh, actually, I just wanted to say, like, you know, I agree. At the beginning, if you're dating somebody, you should tell them, like, hey, I'm just not dating. I'm dating to be married. And you should like tell the person, whoever you're talking to, up front what you're looking
Mm-hmm.
for. So if they
That's
want to pursue you, then at least they know where you stand. And this is,
that's right.
this is what I had to tell myself. The only thing I know how to be is a wife. So
Yep,
when I meet someone, I'm automatically doing the wifey thing because that's all I know. I'm checking
yep,
on you. I'm asking you that you eat. How was your day? How was work? That's all I know. And I'm not gonna.
yep,
And I've learned that that part of me is not going to change. That's just
But
who
that,
I am.
that,
And not only that, like I have kids too, and my kids are grown. But being a mother and a wife, at the end of the day, I did that for 33 years. That's all I know.
I'm
I
gonna
That's
agree
say
all
with
I
this.
know.
you, Red
I'm gonna say
Rose.
this,
Me too.
bros. I'm gonna say this. A woman wears multiple hats. They're doctors, they're lawyers, they're teachers, they're chefs, they're counselors. They wear multiple hats.
We all that.
At the end of the day, you did your part. You did what you had to do. At the end of the day, I hate for women that always want to take, but can't give shit back to a man when he needs them in his corner. A lot of women sit up here and say, "I could give you the shirt off my back." I don't want the shirt off your back. I want your support. I want your honest opinion about certain business moves. I want your honest opinion when it comes to me not knowing certain shit. Oh, babe, can you look up this information? Can you do the research for
Right.
me? Can you help me out? I'm not
Okay.
asking
But
you.
So Barry,
in a way, that's
I'm
building the
sorry.
man. Now, are you willing to do the same things for her? Because
Most
see,
definitely.
a lot of the times, like what your woman did, um, and without y'all being together is a beautiful thing. But with y'all being together, a lot of times a woman will do all that stuff for a man, get him his LLC, do all the paperwork, get him started. And once he gets started, because he done elevated himself, and she was busy elevating him, he's moving on to somebody else that's elevated. A lot of
mm,
the times that happens. You build a man up and he walks off and goes off with the next person. Now, but see, the thing is, if we're gonna agree to be a team, that means we're gonna do this thing together. Now, you handing out all this stuff, come back, get the information, but y'all supposed to be able to feed off each other.
That's right.
Y'all supposed to be able to do that shit together.
Yeah.
I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit back and build up another man, and he gonna haul ass on me and go with some chick who done already got it together when we were supposed to be working and doing this thing together. See, it's not just on the women. You got these women out here, and I don't understand how a woman is saying, like, man supposed to pay all the bills and do all this stuff. Okay, well, what you doing with your money? What you doing with your money? My money is my money. Well, if your money is your money, then
she's not profit. She's not there for him. You don't do that. Because if he's paying all the bills and everything, you pay for every fucking thing else. The vacation.
What about
you paying for the trips? You paying for the food? You got to do something.
Now I can understand she putting it back for hard times. Hey, babe, if we fall on our dicks, I got you. This what this is for. But she should be able to tell you what that money is for versus just sitting back and holding her money and not doing shit. But you do have some men. I had a man come into my life. He was like, move in with me. You ain't got to pay nothing. Put your money in your pocket. Your money is for you. I wouldn't feel right as it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's cool. But at the same time, if I'm over here stacking, if you happen to fall, boo, I got you. I got you. 100%.
I'll be right back. I got a phone call.
Then she in a relationship by herself. Sam, you ready to eat?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this right here. I found this out. If you got a man, if he paying everything in the house, and it happened, I ain't gonna say 90%.
My husband did that. My husband did that.
75% when a man tell a woman, you know what I'm saying, I don't want you to work, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna take care of everything. But there are consequences behind that as well. Because when I'm being honest, because most men now, but that's when that controlling spirit start coming in.
And he didn't have that. My husband didn't have that.
That's what happened in my case.
Have that. But
that's what happened in my case.
After him, the other relationship after him,
Sam,
that dude did that. He did that. But my husband, no, he didn't do that.
My husband did. It was a way for him to keep me from getting away from all the ass whoopings and stuff he was giving me.
That's right.
It was a way. If you ain't got no money, you can't go nowhere.
All right.
April. Huh? I had. You know what? I have just had to relook at. Take a relook at my whole entire life, and I look back on everything that I went through with my ex. And it was a blessing and it was a lesson too, all at the same time. What we have to understand is that if, people come in our lives for a season, even though it was a long ass season, but
90 days. I
say it like this here, and he was preparing me for my next relationship. We were, at the end of the day, what I see now is we were never compatible. Okay. We never had anything. We never had anything in common. We never had it. Like I'm just like looking at everything. We never had anything in common. He never liked to do the things I like to do. He never liked to watch the things I like to watch on TV. He never wanted to go anywhere. I mean, like he wasn't a talker. He didn't like to talk. Like we had nothing in common.
How you wind up that? But how you wind up that? I mean,
some men like talking, but they just didn't want to talk to you. They want to talk and build up that other woman that they cheating with.
You say what love got to do with money?
No, I'm trying to figure out. Red. Hold on for a minute. Now, before you married, dude, did you see some type of sign?
No, I was 17. He was 10 years older. I was young. So I just want, my grandmother raised me very strict, and he was like really like one of the first dudes I've ever met. And
he was a savior.
Yeah,
at that time he was a savior to you.
He was my escape.
He
Yeah,
was a
you want to get
savior.
out that house. And you ain't know your
Yep.
first ticket right there. Damn it,
Yep.
let's do this. And then you got with him and you like, oh, what the hell I done
I got
did?
stuck. I got stuck.
What?
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
what?
and you know what? And my granny, she told me, she's like, you making a mistake. You making a mistake. And it was,
Hey,
you know, the only
hey
good thing that I
Rose.
can say that I got out of it was my beautiful kids. But
Hey
everything else,
Rose, do you
ugh.
feel like he was conditioning you to be who he wants you to be?
Oh hell yeah, girl, he
Yeah,
changed me
Okay.
in
yeah,
so many ways. It was ridiculous. Like, I mean, wearing hijab, the cover from head to toe,
yep.
I had to pray the way he wanted me to pray. I could never be me. Couldn't watch what I wanted to watch on TV. Like, couldn't go sit outside on the front porch if I wanted to. Like, it was a prison in my own house.
That's
I
right.
would never live like that again, ever.
Yeah, that's the situation I
Yeah.
just got out of. I'm on my way over there, April. That shit look good. I ain't calling it
You
shit,
saw
but that look good.
somebody was asking me what I cooked. That's dinner.
Yeah, what did
Yeah,
you
you
Up
cook?
say you
there,
ain't
top your
ready.
bag.
I
Kenny,
made my version
uncut
of
the top
shrimp
your bag.
chipotle.
That's
Okay.
Chipotle. Oh, damn good. With your bad self.
Yes.
See, the
That's
thing
how
about it
made some.
was, man, when I was married, that been like 14 years ago. When I was married, man, my wife was, I was dealing with baby daddy drama. That one of the reasons why I got married. Shit, that, no. And then
What
on
you
top of
mean,
that,
baby daddy drama? If y'all
man,
was
back,
married. If y'all was married, how's that baby daddy drama?
cause baby daddy want to come around.
Ain't
Want
that
to be
what he's supposed to
disrespectful.
do? Come around and be a part of his children's
He
life, or
want, he
was he
want, he
coming?
want to be,
Hear me
he want
out.
to be,
Hear me out. Hear me out.
okay.
Was he coming around to be a part of his children's life, or to come around and cause drama into y'all life?
That
It called
part.
drama into our lives.
Oh, okay. All right.
And want to
That
use his
part.
daughter and want to use his daughter as an excuse.
Uh-uh.
You know what
Now
I'm saying?
see
Now,
that's an issue. That's another issue because I had made a statement on one of my videos that a man shouldn't have a problem with his baby, his woman, wife, whatever, talking to the baby's dad. Now, let me clear that up. When I say that, I mean y'all talking about the child. This ain't no all day, everyday thing. This ain't no, you coming to see me and the child type thing. It's you
hmm
dealing with the child, talking about the child, nothing else. Now, if
nothing
if
else.
they want to, if they gonna continue to be laughing and kicking and doing all this extra shit, I just say y'all need to be in a relationship together. What
And
y'all
you
broke
know
up for?
what? Like my kid's father, his thing was, if he couldn't have me, he don't want none of me. That means our three kids wherever. And then
Mm.
he put me in the situation that I was unaware of, that the whole time we was dating, he was married. And all I knew at the time that the girl had the baby by him as a teenager. I did not know they got married. And this how I found out they got married. I was 36
Now,
years old. I was 36 years old. We was together from 15 to 36. And this man, I went to go get some new cheers for, because I was having a Thanksgiving
y'all too
dinner.
loud.
I was having a Thanksgiving dinner and I wanted to go get some cheers. And she was in the furniture store. And I said, oh, I know you. Ain't you so-and-so kids baby mother, right? And I said her name. And she said, you mean my husband? I said, excuse me? And
Oh,
she said, my husband. I said, your husband? And she like, yeah, my husband. And so I said, can I get, because I know you at work and, we can't get into this. Can you call me? And I gave her my number and she broke that shit down. I said, baby, I'm unaware. I apologize to this woman. I'm sorry and everything. She said, I know y'all had some kids because I seen some child support papers. I said, and she said, but he took you for child support. I said, he put in a child support to say he paying this and that because I didn't want no dinners with him because we was going through something and I wasn't letting him see the kids until he get his shit together and everything. And it wasn't about job because he always worked. Good job. It was just the point of I was getting tired of him coming in whenever he wanted to. And she said it wasn't that he was coming in. He had a whole damn family. That's what I found out. He would get off of work, come spend some time with me, and say he was going to his other job, which I'm like, you have your own company. So what other job? And he made up a job, but he was going to spend time with his wife and kids. And
Wow.
yeah, he had me in the whole
Wow.
mistress
Wow.
cabal, and
Wow.
I'm like, oh no. And
He lived a double life.
it was like I let him go. I let him go mentally, physically, and emotionally. As soon as I let him go, because I was hurt behind that shit.
I
And I
bet.
had the other
Yeah.
best friend. But
Oh
anyway, the
yeah.
guy that I used to kick it with like friends, we were just pure damn friends and stuff. Wind up marrying him and everything. We raised our kids together. It was peace. We was together for 15 years, married for 11. And
Jayla,
and it was just wonderful because
you checking it?
he put me when me and God sat and talked. God said that wasn't for you, and I apologize for God because I would never play in another woman's
The rice what?
backyard. And when
Right?
I apologized with my
Oh.
whole heart to her and God,
No, she told
my
you to
good
put it.
ass husband came in, and he was
It
threatened
ain't
by that.
burning?
He was
You
threatened
still
by
boiling?
that, and he talking about,
Oh, you stopped it.
you
Okay.
know, he felt like because he ain't had me no more, he ain't want our kids no more. And he told my son, our youngest son, when he was in the 12th grade, I'm not needed. Got
I'm
me
finna.
and cut
Oh,
off all ties. Cut off all ties. Blocked on his social
go take a
media,
bath, Gabby.
changed his phone number and everything.
He told your
But
he
but
told your
see,
baby boy he's not Jesus.
No, he wasn't needed anymore.
but see, uh, Frankie, here's the thing. In the time that we living in now, the guys are telling you, "Hey, I'm married, or I got a woman that stay with
Sam.
me," but it's complicated. But I just want to let you know. So if you still, want to, be with me, I'm just letting you know that I do got this chick at home,
Oh, I
but
ain't
it's
getting
kind of
none of that
complicated.
conversation.
No, I'm just
I ain't
saying
getting none of that
this is what they.
conversation,
But
Red.
this is some of the conversations I've had with some of these people out here. Oh yeah, I got a woman at home, or I'm married, but we just stay in the house. I'm not gonna be a part of none of that. What people need to understand, when you've been by yourself for so long, you get comfortable with being by yourself. It doesn't mean that you want to be with somebody. It just means that you're comfortable with being by yourself, and you're not gonna accept anything that presents itself to you. So if you got a side chick, or you got a wife at home, and you thinking I'm gonna be the side chick, you got me fucked up.
And that's what I
That
Cause
told
part.
him.
I'm not sure.
That's that's why I
I'm
told
more than
him.
enough woman. I'm more than enough woman to handle mine. I
That's
don't
why
need
I
to
told
share.
him. I'm like, you put me in a situation that is against me to ever mess this, this and that. And he like, oh, he was just trying to explain his way out. And I'm like, I was sitting in the truck. It was raining like shit outside. And I said, I would never, all the hurt when you had that baby on me. I accept that and everything like that.
Yeah.
But
Baby
my
on
thing
you.
is, we was teenagers, so I forgave you because you was young and immature. I said, but now you done went to go marry her, have a life, do this and that, and not only did you hurt her, you hurt me in the process because you made me hurt another
Okay,
woman that I would never do.
let me ask y'all because Red Rose, you said that your husband had a baby on you. Frankie, your man that had a baby on you. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey, Benjamin. Hey, Javon.
Nobody had the baby on
Everybody.
me. We was teenagers when he had that baby, so it wasn't
Okay.
on me. We were just dating. But he
Okay.
got married on me once we, consummate, because we was dating for 7 years, so it didn't give a fuck about me. But once we started having kids, he was like, okay, we're gonna be together and stuff like that. We had 3 kids. So she got 3 kids by him, and I had 3 kids.
Okay. But my question is, do you think that we are making things too? We are accepting things. We letting stuff slide, and because we letting it slide, they doing something else.
And see, that's the thing, Abundant. I wasn't aware of none of this shit. I was trusting him on his word. He said, okay, because he was starting his own business. So I like, okay, he like I had to go in and do this shipment because he was starting his own courier business and stuff like that. So when he was needed, he was needed. And then when I went to go, to the job, he was there. But he made this other thing. I'm like, okay, you work late tonight. What's up? Why you didn't come over? Why you didn't go to the kids? Oh, I had to go out of town because he had the shipping business and stuff like that. It was just stuff that started coming up, and I was like, and I was praying on it, and by me praying on it, the universe made me go into this store this woman was at. The universe did that.
I get that. I get that. Everything happens for a reason. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, too many men want non-monogamous commitments, and if that's what they want, they should say that off rip and see if
Right.
that woman want to accept that. Because there are women out there that they just want the same thing. They want to be able to go out there and play around as well. But
And
see,
see,
I think
that is so true. But
I
I'm
think
not
some
like
men's
that.
problems are men, for one, don't want that woman going to doing that. They're doing the same thing, and
And
for
I don't
another,
want
they
to do
too
that.
private. They don't
My
want to
thing
share.
is, if
Well, I
I'm
think
sexing one, I'm sexing one.
I'm gonna tell y'all
I'm
that.
not a buffet. And once you have somebody eat off my plate, y'all can sit there and enjoy that plate. Because I feel like I'm loyal, I'm respectful, I'm loving. I'm giving you everything that you need. I'm not no drama queen. I don't argue. I don't fuss or fight. So my thing is, you didn't accept the gift that I was giving you of love, then my love need to be disregarded by you and move on. You need to go be where you need to be at.
That's
But see, the
that's.
thing is, I don't think they want to tell the truth because they're scared to lose the woman that they're trying to get as well. Not
Yeah.
But
just saying what.
I think abundance. The thing what it is now, as you said, is that it going by the choice we make. Don't you
Right,
realize
Javon?
if if he cheating on that woman at home, what makes you think he ain't gonna cheat on you?
Oh, they don't see that stuff like that.
They
Them women
don't.
think that they can. Them women think that they can come along and change that man, and that man gonna be all my baby daddy, the woman he made a baby, my husband, the one he made a child with. That's all she was saying. Oh, leave her. I pay for the divorce. We gonna get married. We gonna come up. All that stuff. She was thinking that he was gonna marry her. But
And then did
little
it?
did she know, when he looked at what had happened and the mistakes that he made, he was like, I'm not marrying her.
My
She a
point
hoe.
exactly. My point
But I'm
exactly.
just saying, they
TV
minds ain't
My
thinking that
point
is
shit.
exactly.
reality.
I'm gonna be
A
honest
lot
with
of
you. I
them,
ain't-
a smile and abundant. A lot of them look at TV and thinking they gonna have that life
I
for
make
TV and make it
you finna make a mess.
reality and everything like that. But my thing is, smile, like she told me when they marriage was over,
You
when
want a
she
bad
saw
man?
that paper and the way he explained it, like, oh, she had a baby on me, she tricked me in the baby. I said, no, baby, I ain't tricking him into nothing because we got 3 kids, so I tricked them 3 times. We've been
three.
That
together
Yeah,
part.
since,
3 kids.
yeah. And I say, and we everywhere we lived at, he
Get
paid the
off of
rent.
me.
He take care of his kids, and come to find out, he wasn't doing shit for her. He was just husband on paper.
Ooh,
Mm.
I was like, we took family vacations, we did this and that. She like, we ain't do none of that shit.
wow.
And I said, I apologize, cause
When
I
I'm
wasn't. The only thing I was aware of you because you had the daughter by him when y'all was 16. That's the only time I was aware of you and everything. And that's why when I saw you in the furniture store, I like, oh, okay, cause we got children that's siblings together. But it was he was doing some. She need to get that baby off of. About to get the baby off of camera before you get banana. He don't have
Move,
no
Sam.
shirt
You
or
ain't got no
nothing on.
shirt on.
Yeah, so they be getting
oh,
funny about that.
but you know what? You talking about Homer played the role, but he played that game. Wow. You
Some
say
can
that.
do that. Some
Milk
some of
Dug,
them can do that.
it was his thing. Milk Dug, he made he made all of that.
What?
He was uh
You don't need it. Yeah.
the idea father with our children, like vacation and stuff
Yeah, you
like
want
that.
this one? This the only one I
He
put on.
was really, he was really, he even though he married her, he was the husband to our household, not her household.
Wow.
But it's called life lessons. You live and learn.
Okay, so
Right?
what if what if the woman is showing the man that she's ride or die, and he's still out there doing what the hell he want to do?
He did her dirty. He did both of us, but he did her dirty because he was married to her. And like I told him, I can't accept apology on his part. I can't accept none of that on his part. I wish him well. God bless you and everything. I can't accept that because you hurt another woman and you use me to do it. And the African American woman at that. That could have been my mother, my
Well,
sister, my aunt. I got a man mindset. I always had that. And I don't believe in hurting my people. Period. Nobody. But you intentionally hurt somebody that love you and birth children to you. I don't have no respect for you.
Mm.
well, going to answer your question, Red Rose. Red Rose. I hope I
I'm
pronounced
here.
your name right, but to answer your question, I don't know why men do stuff like that. When you got a woman that's gonna ride and die with and still want to cheat, I
But
don't
my thing
understand.
is that ride and die stuff. What she supposed to ride and die while you put up all of your shenanigans and your bull
I mean,
BS and everything like that? I
Uh-uh.
mean, my
No,
thing
she.
is, if I'm with
Frankie,
a man, wait a minute,
No, she
hold
not.
on. If I'm
No, she
with a
not thinking
man,
like
I'ma
that.
love him until he say he don't want my love no more. That just
No, she.
period.
She not. She not. What she's saying is, this is what Red Rose. If I'm not mistaken, she's saying is, no matter what, you know what I'm saying. I'm here. Let's make things happen. Let's be happy together. You don't want it. You should be. It should be the same way. It should be neutral. You know what I'm saying. In
Mm-hmm.
other words, if what caused a man still to go out here and do what he doing, and knowing you got a good woman at home or you got a good wife at home, what
Mm-hmm.
caused a man
They
to do that?
they
Let me
taking it
tell
for
you
granted.
that
Hold on. With the
selfishness caused that. Selfishness caused. I'm gonna let you know about
hold up,
cheating.
hold up.
Cheating is a
Knowing that you know,
decision.
hold up, Frankie. Knowing that your person ain't gonna go nowhere because they ride or die. Knowing that you're taking your person for granted because you feel as though they're not gonna go nowhere. You can do everything you want to do to them because they done took this, and this. Now let me try some more. What it say? Give them an inch, they'll take them out.
You take a
That
Mm-hmm.
vow.
right there.
And some of
That
Yeah.
them be
part.
toxic like that. Some of them, like the one I got of, I'm a good woman and everything. People know that, and when they, to friends and family, like, what happened? Because you love this man, and when I told them what went down, they like, are you? I told my elder, my elder cousin, he's like 70, 80 years old. This man watched me grow up. He know me, and I'm sitting there telling him about this, and he like, are you serious? And I ain't, he know I ain't gonna bullshit him a lie. And I told him everything, and he like, well, that's his problem. He like something wrong with that man, cause you a good woman. I know your upbringing and everything. And I like, but God bless him. He said, there you go, bless him and keep it moving. And my
Javon, I
thing
wish you could
is,
come up here.
my who?
Javon, because he say love changes and so do people, but leave. You ain't got to
Yeah,
cheat.
but
How
cheating
ass.
is a totally different card.
How
Cheating
ass.
cheating is a decision because as you driving to that person's house, you
Say
can
that
turn
shit,
around
Frankie.
and move it. You can
Say
while
that
you
shit.
pulling down your pants, you can decide not to pull your pants down or your dress up. So
Mm-hmm.
cheating
Mm-hmm.
is a decision that your
Mm-hmm.
selfish ass choose to do because you was greedy and selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the
Well,
shoe was on the other feet, like it was many, the dudes come at me. You think I'm a violate the love and the trust that this man gave me and do that to him? No,
That part.
that's not my intention.
hey,
My
Red,
Right.
intention is to love you pure, and that's what I'm gonna stand on.
how you
Right.
doing, Red?
I'm
You
good.
so silly.
All right, now smile. This ain't my
Okay,
dating show.
okay
Okay.
then.
It ain't my dating show today.
But honestly, wait a minute now.
I think I did connect with Javon. Oh, I
Exactly.
That
didn't. I'm sorry,
that's
Javon.
you know,
I thought I
you
followed
should
you,
be
Javon.
if you're in a relationship with someone, you should be able to communicate about anything. And I just don't understand if it's something that you need, why would you go outside and look for it? And I'm here. If we're married, you should never cheat on me. If you have a problem with something that's going on, sit down and communicate with me. Let's talk about it. Let's work it out.
Mm-hmm.
It would be
I
so
Mm-hmm.
tell
many
you what.
relationships saved if people know how to communicate and receive what
Thank you,
the
dude.
other person is saying.
That
Hear that
all back
person,
to
feel what that
communication.
person is saying, and change. It's just
Look,
that simple.
I done
It's
rolled and I done
that's
died.
so
The
true.
only way I'm gonna be ride or die ever again is because I know that man riding or dying with me. I
Yep.
ain't riding and dying for nobody else unless I know that for sure.
Oh,
I'm so tired of riding.
he gonna have to
Man,
bring a special type of love
Yeah.
toward me, baby, because
right?
I don't want
hey,
nobody ignore me when I want to talk to them.
hey,
When I talk
yeah.
to them, they saying, and I'm talking like this. My voice can't go high because I can lose my voice because I got damage. I have damaged vocal cords. So
Here
my
comes
voice ain't
trouble,
gonna
dude.
go no higher than what it is. So if I'm saying, babe, we need to talk and everything, I have some concerns. I don't
Don't
like
make
you
a move.
doing this, so doing that, and then you like telling people I'm
Go ahead.
attacking
You
you
ain't got no
because
shirt.
I'm voicing my concerns.
I
And then I'm talking to you and asking you, are we all right? Yeah, we all right. And do you lie to me every second, every word that come out your mouth and everything? Then you going to work doing overtime and come to find out you ain't going overtime. And then these
That's what was
females,
happening.
right.
yeah, and
That's
then
what
It
these
was
wasn't.
happening
females,
in my relationship, Frankie. And
Uh,
see,
yeah.
when somebody said something about communication, let me tell you what happened. We were communicating all the time. And I told him, you need to go get yourself a therapy. Because the stuff that we talking about, I'm not built for, and I don't have the tools in order to give you what you need. Okay? Miss Lala came along, la 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 la, and then she was an ear. But I was that ear for 3 weeks. You crying, you going through all
I
kinds of
think
stuff.
I think
I was
when the
that ear.
women I think when a woman or a man, because I ain't gonna make this by one sided, mess with somebody that got somebody at home, ain't no way he can explain to me, oh, we just going through something and everything like that. That's some trifling shit. That is
No, but
and,
see,
trifling,
and
and it
and
show
I'm
that's
sorry,
how
what
and
we
she wants.
y'all
and
already
it show
know
how we
that mans are the dumbest damn cheaters in the world. Like we don't know they cheating. Like we know you come home, we the ones who
Me too,
wash your
cute Susie.
clothes. We the
yeah,
one who wash your clothes. We know.
yeah.
Like I give you an example. He come home. Oh yeah, I accidentally caught my you know what up in my zipper. Dude, I've been with you for 30 some years and you ain't never did that shit before. Now you accident, so you
And then
got
you smelling like somebody, and then I'm feeling
yeah.
the
So
energy
I
of
mean like
somebody,
just the
and then
story.
the way we having sex is different and everything. So I already know the bullshit, especially when I would play like I can't drive at a certain time of the day,
Well that's
and
good
I
for
would
you,
go
dude.
pop my
You
ass
should
at
wash
your
your own
job
clothes because
when
we
you
all know what
supposed to
you
be
do.
at work and you not at work.
Well, that's why I stay by myself, wash my own clothes, clean
Yeah,
my
I
own
would
house.
You
drive
right,
to the
Don.
Right?
job and look, and then I see women picking them up. Oh, it was all kinds, but my mother always say moving silent. I did all that, but I'm not gonna approach you or her. I'm
Got
not
rice
gonna
in the
fight
car.
over you. My thing is, I'm just doing all this for confirmation.
Don is right. Don say some men and women are willing side pieces and they think they're saving marriages. You are so right. My cousin is
Hmm.
one of them. And she told me I should accept the side piece because the side piece was helping our marriage. Mm-hmm.
And see, that's some
Shoot.
ignorant stuff she learned off of this day on social media.
She helped it in. That's what she did. She helped it in. But you know what?
I'm
She helped
sorry.
me because I got notice after notice after notice that you should
You
not
heard what
be in
Javon
this
say.
relationship.
Oh, girl, I got DM picture. One girl sent me a DM picture, a live video of him going, doing, down there and everything like that. And she proved to me that it was him. Talking about look at the video and
Oh
sent the
Lord.
video, sent receipts that them was at the hotel he supposed to be at work. They taking vacations, staycations, and going out having dinner, breakfast, and all kinds of stuff. I was getting all kinds of that stuff.
All I need.
And
This dude say I
they
only need
telling
my
me
wife for
he's
one
saying he
thing.
don't want you and
And that's
everything
the
like
thing
that.
You
I'm
got
like,
thing.
rice on the floor.
wow.
Are you serious, dude? Dude said I need my wife for one thing, and that's the thing.
No, did y'all see Duke comment? I'm not gonna play with you, Duke.
No, I don't pay attention to
Dang, you
Duke.
got all the shrimp?
I ain't paying attention.
My
Duke
side is
come
the
in here and
wife,
just say some wild shit.
and the main is the side. What is so funny?
You
Don't pay
know,
attention to Duke.
when she
Duke is
catch
a
your behind,
antagonist.
you ain't gonna be sitting here talking about it like you talk.
I tell
When
you,
she
Duke
you
catch
got
is
you.
antagonizer. He's antagonizing. That's his
See,
spirit.
I expect Duke to come in here and talk about cheating should be normalized and all that bullshit
man. Let
because
me tell
that's
you
just
something.
how he is, just like police brutality and
Sam, come
shit.
clean up.
I'm gonna mess with you, Duke. My Texas accent gonna come out on your ass. You already
Oh,
know it.
oh. I ain't finna be number two to nobody. If I can't be number one in your life, how would God know?
Exactly.
Let
I
me
ain't been.
go.
Exactly.
I ain't.
If I
Let me.
got if I
I'm
gotta
not gonna
assure
do
you, I if I gotta
it.
assure you, I don't want you.
I
I
agree.
want I don't want part of you. I want all of you. And I damn
And
Okay.
that's
sure
the
don't want to
thing.
give some of you to somebody else.
That
No,
part.
I
Because
pass.
that's what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you all of me. I don't want no
Facts.
part
And
of you.
and
But
then
I'm
the
And
the
I ain't
one
second
gonna
thing.
thing
give it to
about it,
nobody else.
I'm not gonna force my love on somebody who doesn't want it. That just point
That's
blank.
right.
You don't want
That's
my
right.
friendship, you don't want my support, you don't want my understanding, you don't want my love, you don't want my dignity for
Put
you,
this in the
then I think you need to get out my garden because you ain't nothing but poison ivy.
That's
that
all you
part.
is. Poison ivy. And then get mad at you. You don't move on. They sit back and get mad and everything. Yeah, because why they was out there doing their thing, they feel like you can't make it. Oh, don't nobody want you. You can't
Put
get
that in
nobody.
chat.
But the devil is a
Shit.
lie.
I got 5 of them want me. And I'm like
Yeah,
this. The one last night, he like, I didn't do
Put it over
nothing.
here.
You just something that pissed him off. He talking about, are you hurt what he did? I like, fuck no, I don't worried about, prospects. He was a prospect. He proved himself within a year that he ain't nothing but prospect. And I don't put that energy. I cut my energy off and everything. And I treat him the way he was. What you
Mm,
give, you return get and back. You get nastiness, wherever. But my thing is, I'm not going to change who I am because you are toxic.
That part.
I'm
mm,
not
I'm gonna
going to
let your ass
change
go.
because you ain't going to
that's
beat me down
awesome.
because I don't got no toxicity. I grew up. He was even jealous of my damn children and my parents is dead. You can't get mad at
Crazy.
me because my parents
Right.
love me. You can't get mad at me because my parents love me and did what a parent's supposed to do because
That must
yours
have been
was
my
toxic.
husband. What was his name? Was that my husband? That
No,
had to
that
be
was
my
your
husband.
husband.
That had to be my husband.
But
Damn.
yeah, it was like
That had to be him.
I'm not like I told him that I'm not validating you because of your toxicity. I give you what I give you and everything. And my problem is everybody around me, I love and love me. My thing is you didn't love yourself. Something within inside of
Mm-hmm.
you you need to get help
Yep.
for. And I can't
Yep.
be that person.
Yep. Yep.
I
Yep.
can't be
Yep.
that person.
Telling
No.
you, that was my husband you was talking to, man.
Cause
It had to
I
be.
when that love start changing into walking around like I'm on eggshell, if I come and talk to you like you supposed to be my partner and communicate, and you attack me and deflect me, and and when I'm talking to you, you in the phone, and then I'm like, so what you think? Oh, why you telling me this for? I'm like, okay, say left, and I left it alone. I'm like, wow. So it's like
Hey,
you
clean up the kitchen.
it's just done. It's just I don't got time for a grown ass man supposed to be a leader that you ain't leading
Clean up the
shit.
kitchen. You ate. Hell. What the hell you mean? What you did?
I don't need no damn hug, Duke. A man cannot destroy me because the man that raised me did a damn good job. And he told me my worth, showed me my worth, and
You gotta be
taught me my worth. Him and my
put
mother,
them
my
vegetables up.
grandfathers, my uncles, everything. And God, when he brought me here, he
Trash.
said, boom,
Put
there
in.
it is. I don't have no low self-esteem. I don't need a man to validate me. Period. It's I always look at it when the man and the woman come
Just a
together,
little
that's
bit.
a gift. Some people don't get good gifts. Some people get gifts that they need
Yeah.
to repackage and send that shit to somebody else because it wasn't needed for me. And that's what I got in this last dating situation. I got a gift that it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. That wasn't, he was all beneath what my father and my
That's how
husband
it should be
was.
clean. Just clean that.
But I was going through PTSD, and I said, okay, let's make this work
Lord.
because I really, really love that man. And I'm like, okay, all right. But my thing is, I was in love with what they call the representative of him.
I hate me those. Cause I forgot. Duh.
Yeah. He did a good representation of him, and then but as I got to know him, he was toxic as fuck. He was a
Someone you
narcissist,
need a
and I
hug.
truly mean a narcissist. Cause my therapist met him, and he said, "I want you to read up on this." And I like, what? He said, narcissistic behavior, NPD. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I went to go. He said, get the end in there. I'm gonna write it down. He wrote it down. I got schooled on that shit. I like, oh my goodness. When I went back to him again, he said, "So what you think?" I said, I highlight that shit in pink, highlight. I was like, yep, 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 yep. He said, baby, get out. He said, get out.
Huh.
You don't need that. Get out.
Toxic.
He said the conversation I had with him showed me that he was a narcissist. And then when we having a conversation, he was keep saying you, 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 you. He didn't take accountability. My therapist taught me, he's like, get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's true. A lot of men have trauma. That's what my husband's problems was. That's what he was talking to me about, and that's what I was telling him he
That's the
needs to
most
go
I
get
ever
help
talked
for.
about that,
One
y'all.
thing, one thing about it, two things for sure. Us women, we have to be moms, we have to be psychiatrists, we have to be cooks, we have to
No,
be
the hell I ain't.
maids. We gotta.
No.
But see, the thing is, that psychiatrist role, I don't fit that. Especially when you're talking about some deep rooted stuff. This is stuff I haven't dealt with. I don't have those type of tools. And I was trying to coach him to
Yes.
go get the help that he needs. But guess what? Now he's in all kinds of counseling. Oh, you coming back? No, it's too late. Because when I was
My
telling you
thing
to go get
is,
that
are
counseling,
you
you
in
weren't trying to get
counseling?
it.
My thing is, are you in counseling to better yourself and to take accountability? Are you just in counseling
Came
because
this
I
night.
asked you to go? To use it as another manipulating tool in your arsenal.
It's too late now. It don't matter what the fuck it's for. It's too late. That's what it is. Too late. You can go to
Too
counseling
late
all you want to,
to
but I
turn
don't give a
back
fuck.
Turn back
now. I
now.
believe, I believe, I
I believe,
believe.
I believe, I believe, I believe.
Y'all so
Yeah, that's it.
It's a
Too
song
late.
out there. It's too
It is.
late
Turn back
to turn
now.
back now.
well, it
I
sure
I
believe, I
is.
believe, I
believe, I
believe, I
believe, I
believe
believe.
I'm falling
Y'all
in
so
love, John.
man,
Who
it's
sang
too
that?
late. I done
It's
drove
never too
18
late.
hours away to get away. Yeah, shit.
Hey,
Too late for him.
18 hours. Woo.
18 hours. I'm good.
Oh, have
People,
mercy.
see, and that's the problem. People want to wait until it's too late. Nah, when I was telling you it was a problem, we could have been trying to solve it then.
Right, right.
That's the most
Uh,
I ever talked about that situation. And I'm glad that I'm in a comfortable
Well, I
place.
do.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
glad you are
I
too.
had this. I'm just sharing just
Thank
so
you.
let people know that you ain't the only one. Don't
Yes,
feel like you're the only one. But my thing is, the best of us get food and play with and everything like that. And my thing is, I never went through that in none of my dating situations or relationships. I never went through that. So I think I am so glad I experienced it and learned from it.
That's it. Life
right.
lessons. What they call it, life
Right.
Yeah.
lessons.
But see, now we know what to look out for. Now we know we won't go back that route when we see those red flags. Cause see, a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
times we be ignoring the red flags because motherfucker cute, or motherfucker look good, or how he treating you at that time. Be ignoring the
Hmm.
fucking red flags. I was ignoring red parachutes.
I never
So it was
dated
all my
nobody that wasn't brought up in the same. I never
Parachute.
dated
I like
nobody
that.
that wasn't brought up in the same um upbringing like I was. That
I
was the
did.
first I ever did that. And you welcome, Keisha. That was the first I ever did that because I wasn't raised in that environment. I never don't get offended. Now, I never met nobody that was raised in the project. I mean, I had friends, but I never
Okay.
dated them. I never dated them. It was always you was on the same prestigious of a family, like family oriented, family upbringing, you know, family that got morals and mannerism for themselves.
Those were very
And
few in my neighborhood.
when I met their family, when I
Thank you.
met their family,
Four.
they didn't have morals or respect for each other. And I was like, oh my goodness. And that wasn't no mannerism, but that was what they were used to. And they took it, chopped it up at my parents taught me to speak my mind. Speaking your mind and being ignorant is two different things.
Yeah, you say
Learn it.
red bullseyes. Those flags can be disguised. No, they was parachutes that I was ignoring.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit me. He won't do it again. 2 weeks in. Come on now. Tell me that wasn't no fucking parachute. I
But
seen this man's eyes go from brown to black. Tell me
at
that wasn't no parachute. Hey, King Perry.
Uh,
What's up, Queen?
the end of the day, you truly didn't know. I didn't know. The first time I got
okay,
hit,
Doug.
I was 7 months pregnant. Yeah, I was 7 months.
7 months. Hey,
So
I see a red dot now. I see if it's pink. I'm gone.
They got
Uh-uh.
I got this thing now in my head. They can just utter one thing that's on my list and I'm not entertaining it.
Say
Right.
it
It's an
again.
automatic turn. It's an automatic turn off a lot of
Yeah,
the
I
That's
time.
got
how
a
I
list in
am.
my head now since I've been,
Oh, it
you
smell
know,
good in here like somebody cooked.
on my love level and everything. If you can't love me the way I love myself and the way God loved me, because the way I love myself is the way that God told me to love myself, because that's me loving him. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I
Man, I
can't. You like
it,
this one guy wanted to take me out last weekend, and and I was like, he said, "What you doing?" I'm gonna let y'all know. He said, "What you doing?" I say, "Trying on something, you know, trying to get ready. We go out and stuff." And man, let me tell you, it felt like everything that's slow motion. He said, "Ooh, I can't wait to see them breasts."
dirty
And I
clothes.
said, "What you say?" And he said, I can't wait there. I've been missing
It's all
looking
dirty
at that
clothes.
body and everything. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ignore this. Then
Bye.
he said, man, he said, looking at that body and them breasts, he said, I said, where you at? He said, I'm at home waiting for you to call me so I can come. I said, well, you know what? Take your shoes off. He said, for what? I said, take your socks off. He said, for what? I said, because you gonna be home. I talk to you later. Matter of fact, I'm not talking to you later. Cause when I hang up, I'm gonna block you. And I said, but you have a good life, okay? God bless you. And I blocked him. And I've been knowing him for 14 years. But he came off like that.
Now,
Hmm.
that's a
Frankie,
problem for me.
ain't
If you
nobody gonna
if
say
you
it to you,
Dude,
Frankie.
that is
I'm
not a
gonna say it.
compliment.
You need a
That is
man,
not a
Frankie.
compliment.
What?
Nah, I gotta make Frankie. Y'all know I gotta do it. Frankie, you need a man.
No, I don't. I'm
Yeah,
good.
you do.
first say no, I don't. Look, I'ma
And
say
you
Red
this.
talking about
Rose.
That's a
Red
my
turn
Rose.
off to me.
no hug?
If
I would.
all you can
I
talk
would.
about
I'm
is
happy
grown
person
up
to
and stuff,
grab.
then that's like you ain't got no other conversation. You ain't got nothing else to
No,
talk
what
about.
turned me off because he know that, okay, I told y'all it's like I'm just all breasts. I'm just all breasts.
Over
And
aggressive.
my
Y'all get
thing
out my
is
bed.
for you to
Get this
highlight
stuff.
that, I can see if you was my man. I don't
Get
give a
this stuff.
shit. But you somebody who wanna
All this.
been chasing after me, trying to go out, and now you got the
Duke,
opportunity
there's
to
a
take me
better way
out.
to say it. Duke,
Yeah,
there's a better way for a man to
he
say that
just
he's
done.
turned on by a woman.
Well, y'all
That
for the
was I
clothes.
was
Put them in
just
here.
done. To me, that feel like knowing that I went through, you know, molestation and abuse and everything like that, and for you to come off like that, it just gave me bad vibes.
It
Okay,
would.
can
It should.
somebody explain? One of you,
Frankie.
what is this dude Duke like? He's been very negative, and it's like the stuff that
That's
We don't
girl.
pick
be
Look, look.
mindful of the stuff that you
queen.
say, because it might be somebody that
I
you
ain't
might
worried
be
about
K
you
triggering
because
Dub.
somebody.
K
he's a
Dub.
low
Yes,
vibe energy
yes,
K
person.
Dub.
ma'am.
K
Yes,
Dub.
ma'am.
Frankie.
Yes,
That is
ma'am.
Duke. Okay, Duke is a brother here. You just
Yeah,
gotta
but my
know.
thing
Duke.
is,
Hold on.
it's
Hold
a
on. Hold
time and a
on.
place for everything.
Frankie.
Duke, mine. He was in the military. Okay, we gotta give Duke a little excuse because he was in the
That is
My
not.
military
father
and
was
he
in the
ain't all
I
military.
grew
right.
up in the
No,
military.
I
I done
grew
dated
up in
military men.
military.
I was married to one. That is not an
Yeah, I got
excuse.
kids by one. My father and them. Oh, that ain't no excuse.
Well, you
But
know
no.
That
what?
is not an excuse.
Take
But that
Duke is like the Three Stooges all in one.
I don't know what he said though.
His ass serious. He ain't in the box. That's why he in the comments. He probably can't get in the box because he know he probably in front of his woman. And if he come in here, he know I'm gonna eat him up.
You're right, beautifully and
No,
perfect. You're
dude.
right.
I
Y'all right.
looked at no.
That's
My
just Duke.
thing
Duke is
is
part asshole.
he.
Okay,
Thank
My
you.
thing
Don't
is,
put it on
hold
the
on, dude.
military.
And
I would
part
have
fat.
went out with
asshole.
that man. I would have went out with this older guy. He was 62, and it just what he said out his mouth. It just showed me that it's not like you did it one too many times. I overlooked the other couple of times, but now that's why I didn't date you. But I give you the benefit of the doubt because okay, I'm single now or wherever. But
Oh,
trying to give you the
oh,
benefit
he,
of the doubt, and your mind goes to from a 60-something-year-old man worrying about my my bottle feeders. It's that ain't even what it's about. You make me feel you make me feel ugh because you sexualizing my body.
Right.
That's what it is. It's sexualizing my body. And ain't no decent ass man, especially our melatonin man, should be doing that. But if he want to be ignorant and do that, that's on him. I'm not the woman going to accept it. I'm 54 fucking years old. You 62. Come back. And then they worrying about, oh, y'all don't pay us no attention because you're ignorance.
Oh, that part. Now there is Duke. Duke is part asshole. And this won't be the first time I've said this to Duke. Duke, no, we don't all agree with what Duke
Hey,
says. Duke is
Queen
very
22.
controversial. Hey, beautifully imperfect. How you doing tonight?
hey, hey.
Hey,
I'm
beautiful.
good. Hey, ladies. Hey, Duke.
Hey,
Hey, y'all.
Everybody got that dry. I ain't Duke.
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
familiar with
that's
Duke.
just like a woman coming and groping a man and everything. He'll feel a certain way. If he was a decent man, if he wasn't decent, he wouldn't give a Jimmy Jack damn.
He
Hi,
knows better.
Trinette.
He
How you
about to come
doing?
with the rah-rah because it's controversial. So he knows better.
Yeah, he's
I'll
an
just say he
antagonist.
knows better.
But my
Yeah, he's
thing
an
is,
antagonist.
these are melanated sisters of yours, women in your melatonin ancestral DNA. And it's more attack from him on here. What we saying, like, it just, I feel insecure because the man was sexualizing me.
Oh,
That's
that's
not
what he
insecure.
said. Really, Duke?
Yeah, I'm not insecure about
Hey,
that.
Mr. Swaggle.
That's one thing about it. I'm a beautiful ass woman.
What you said, Duke?
I'm beautiful. So ain't no way somebody gonna make me feel insecure. I might not be your type, but I'm my type, and that's all that matters.
That's right.
That part.
That's right.
And like somebody say, "Oh, I
Frankie, I
thought
would need
you
to
the
get an ELPO box or something from you. I'm gonna have to send you some ears or something for you to calm down.
I'm
Something.
good."
There's got to be something that makes you like laugh on a regular.
I
And
do
she say
laugh.
funny shit
Don't
all the
ask
time.
Duke. Duke, I don't need you doing all this. I'm talking to my sister. But
You
I
know what?
really do. Like you
You know
just,
what,
it's
baby?
like the
K
I
Dub,
love.
I don't even
Yes,
do
love.
K. Like I told people, like somebody told me to get a P.O. box. I said, baby, here go my address. Cause if you show up at my door and you uninvited, your ass gonna get something that you shouldn't have not came there. That
That's
just
not
like
what it
coming.
was about,
That
Frankie.
just like coming to Camp David to
Frankie,
fucking
that's
Country
not what
Georgia.
now
I was
say
talking about.
country say you sound angry. Sometimes we need a great release.
That's
I'm
right.
She
not
say she
angry. It's just the way my voice is. I'm not angry. I am in a pleasant mood. I
well
just
I'm about
talk.
to be. Cause I could
I
use a
just
great
talk with
release.
passion.
Hey Shay
I
Tune, how
am
you
not
doing?
angry.
I'm
I don't.
passionate.
I
We're on
know
the
what you're
Uh-uh.
same
talking
page,
My
about.
thing
Frankie.
is,
I
I
get
know
that
what
too,
you're
no,
talking
what
Frankie.
about,
he
Frankie.
said,
I know.
what Duke said was insensitive. And he
I know
didn't
what
Oh
you
no,
mean.
apologize for it.
we're not giving
People
him the floor. We're not talking about him.
sometimes your passion can be mistaken for anger. And
I
I
am not
hate
Exactly.
angry
that.
with nobody.
I hate
I'm gonna
that.
tell y'all, I'm
I
not
really
angry
dislike
But
that.
you know
because
what
I
though?
took.
Like real talk, that's that northern way of doing things. Was my family was like that. Which is part of the reason why there's certain members of my family where I just be like, but some of them are just like that. My
Hold
mom
on, get
had a
your
little
bag,
bit
huh?
of passion to herself, to her.
No,
Excuse me, y'all
I'm
know
not.
how
Yeah.
my voice is in
Actually,
there.
I want them
Okay.
damn bunny ears that K Doug got on. I want them, but why is one floppy?
That's my donkey ears from Donkey from Shrek. I got a whole.
Okay,
Yesterday I
so the
wore my
original
Fionas.
question, y'all. The original question was, are women too
Has
masculine
she?
now or are men too effeminate? What are y'all thoughts on the matter? Let me take Duke down because
Say
he
that
ain't saying
again.
that.
Say that again.
Are women too masculine now or are men too effeminate? Duke.
I'm a very. I can only answer for me. I might sound aggressive, but I'm so submissive. It's just too much. Even my son be saying, "Mom, I am very submissive with my partner. I let the man lead,
But you know
but if
what
I
though?
know
I
that
can
he's
believe
not
that,
leading
Frankie.
something,
You know why I can believe that? I can believe that because of the fact that how like you use the word passion, but how passionate you speak about when you've been in relationships and when you've been with someone. A lot of times, those of us to where we get to a certain point to where we're like that is because of the fact that when we with somebody, we giving them our love, like we're truly loving on them. We're giving them
hmm
that true affection, and we're being being not so subservient because it takes a certain level of man to be subservient to, but we're
Soft as
we're
cotton.
outside of what'd you say?
No, he say men are soft now. They soft as cotton.
Yeah,
I
them
want
new
one of them real.
ones,
I want one of them
them new
old
ones.
fashioned ones.
I'm
One that
used to a
can,
dominant man, and I'm
that's
used
what I
to
want.
I'm used to a dominant man because how my father and the men was in my family. I'm
But see,
used to
that's the
leaders.
problem. I
Hold
can't
on.
have them too dominant because of the fact that I get to a certain point to where I be like, all right, now I don't allow you to run some shit, but there's certain things in which
Oh
we
no,
don't
I ain't
need
talking
to.
about tyrant. I ain't talking. It's a difference between dom and the tyrant. I had
Right.
dominant leaders in my family,
Due
so
to lack
it's
of
like
leadership.
I
Right,
want them, and
Erica.
I want them, and it doesn't. Like I was telling people, I'm not used to American men except for my cousins and what I'm meeting as I'm growing up. Because in my household, they was an American man. They men was raised, South American way and stuff like that. So it's a different level.
Where you at, country now? Cause
I
maybe
was
I
about
need
And
to
to say
go
it's
I
down
it's
don't
there.
just
know
like
about that.
wow.
Cause
Maybe I need to go down there
I
to
lived
find
in
me
the
a
country, and
real
them
man.
dudes in the country seem to be worse because of the fact that they
No, what
come.
I'm saying is they was from South America
To
and stuff like
to
that.
lead
So
you.
these men was raised in a different mindset.
To lead
They
you,
couldn't
Duke.
even
I
get
tell you
down with
what.
the
Why is Duke
American
in
way.
here
I
and he's
tell you what.
quiet and he just
Duke, if your woman left you, you wouldn't know what to do. You
I'm
and all
surprised
three of
he
your
Yeah,
answered. No
sides.
I got
offense.
You
I
got
got three
you
more to
got
go
three
to.
sides. Okay,
I
you
got
got
three
three
more to go.
sides. But if
I got
that
Boo.
lady left you, you wouldn't know what to do.
Ooh, we got
Cause see,
three more to
uh,
go too.
all the sides know how to do is play side roles. All they know how to do is
That's
be
right.
mashed potatoes and green beans and shit. They don't know how to
yes.
be a main
That
Yes,
dish.
part.
evangelist, different cultures. I was raised in a different culture. I was raised differently. I
Oh
was
Okay,
no,
raised
so
Duke.
men.
Duke just
I
said,
was
Hold
okay,
raised
on.
hold
men.
up,
Duke, I'm gonna
Frankie,
take you
Frankie,
down.
hold up, Frankie.
Let me bring up country
Hold up,
now.
hold up, April. Let me ask Duke something before you take him down. Duke. Okay, so you say you got your woman at home and then you got three other women. Why
Me.
can't you be complete with the woman that you got at home? What are you getting out of the other three that you can't get from the one you got at home?
And to add to that, why
That's a
would you
good
want
question.
somebody that's not giving you everything that you need in one woman?
And why be
Why you
selfish
got them
and
at?
keep
And
Hold
her?
to
on,
add
y'all.
to
Why be
that,
Let them
selfish
answer.
and
Let them
keep
answer.
her? Okay, I'm
hold
sorry.
on,
Let them answer. Let them answer.
go ahead. Why everybody a placeholder? I want that answer.
Hold on, country. Now I'm gonna let you come up in a minute. Let's see if Duke answer this question.
Because to me, every woman has what I want.
I'm done.
Which means he
Get
don't
my
know what he
AirPod case.
want. Next, go ahead and let country up.
That was not an answer.
No, it wasn't.
That's not
It was a
That
that's not
means he
deflection.
doesn't know what he wants.
He
that's not a
just
true answer.
deflected.
Real talk.
That was bullshit.
That's why I said he doesn't know what he wants.
That was
Hey,
bullshit.
look, drop
He
it.
said,
That was a
"Click."
bullshit ass
That was
answer. Every
bullshit.
woman got what you want.
Well, she
Nah,
just
come on,
dropped
Hello,
man.
it.
country.
That don't mean you
Hello,
gotta have
country.
all of them. Shit, if one, all of them got what you
Welcome
want,
to
one should
Girl
be able to
Chat.
do.
How
But
you
you know
doing,
what though?
sir?
The
Ain't
problem
no they
is,
go girl.
think about it. Most of the time, once we
We
Good
can't.
evening,
I
How
ladies.
can't
How
hear
you
are
you.
doing?
y'all?
Don't they look
All
so
right, how
cute?
you doing?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
All
We
Good.
are
right.
fine.
Um,
Thanks
No.
for joining Girl Talk.
yes, ma'am. I'm glad y'all welcome me. Thank you. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
to the question about whether men are soft and women are more masculine. I mean, yeah, it's men nowadays are more soft as I don't want to cuss, but yeah, they soft as you know what.
No,
say
he
what you need
ain't.
to say.
And ma'am, ma'am,
Say what you need to say.
they soft as fuck. They some bitches,
Call them Mitches.
True.
Ah,
ma'am.
True.
I
I'm
call.
not. I'm.
I say
I'm
I
not.
call
I'm not.
them Mitches.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all men. I'm not saying all of them, but I say about 85, 90% of them. Yeah, they are. You know what I mean? Because it's like now where this is just my
Hey,
point
you
of
see me rolling
this
my
is
eyes.
this is just my point of view. Is that it's not that the women want to be more masculine. It's that these soft ass men making the women be more motherfucking masculine because they don't know how to be leaders no more. You got more men sitting around here talking about I want to find me a sugar mama. For what? Be a man. Work for your work for it, man. Take care of your woman like you're supposed to. I mean, that's just the way I was raised, and that's what I stick to. I don't get into all the 50-50 thing and all that old mess. I wasn't
how
raised
old are
that way, and
you? How old are you,
I'm
country?
40. I'm 46. 46,
Okay, where you at in this world?
ma'am.
Where you living at in this world?
South Georgia.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to Georgia.
Right?
So I mean,
Dude,
Where you
So
going, Georgia?
it's just
not
that
not all
you
of them.
know.
All of them don't think that. Hey, bro, I'm in Georgia.
hold
Not
on.
all
No,
of them.
Hold on. Hold
I'm
on,
not
y'all.
saying everybody like me. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that like you find more men sticking to their traditions in the southern Georgia than you do in the city because in the city everybody trying to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, they want to do
Right.
that. They want to do. They got.
That's
They
true.
keep trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know what I mean? You give me my boots, my jeans, my
Yeah, that is
t-shirt.
true.
I'm ready to go. I'm out the door. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to keep up with no fashion model with nobody or nothing like that. You know me. I mean, I get my wife on here. She'll tell you she don't touch a door. I don't care what.
And
She don't
that's what
touch
I
a
was
door.
trying to
See,
say.
Okay, hold
It's a
on. Let me
different
straighten
emotion.
something real quick.
But
Let
you
me
know what
straighten
though?
something
It's
real quick.
funny.
Hold on, Kato. Hold on. Dude, I wasn't kicking you off the live. I said you answered the question. I was gonna bring country in. You answered the question, so I took you off and I brought him in.
And she sure
Did you
did say that.
did you have more to say?
He didn't answer all the questions
oh
anyway.
Lord.
He
He
didn't
didn't
even
even
answer
answer
the
the
question.
question. He
Well,
deflected
yeah,
He
questions.
half-ass answered the question. Wasn't even no real
Okay.
answer.
Okay. Back to country.
Hello,
Your woman
Sam
don't touch
Brown.
doors. Country,
No,
do you
ma'am.
have a brother? Do you
Yes,
have a
ma'am.
brother?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Is he single?
Yes, I got 4 single brothers.
Oh well, shit. I'm coming in. What
How
part of Georgia?
many?
No, I'm sorry.
He
4.
say 4.
Four.
I got 4. I got 4 brothers and 6
Ages,
sisters.
please.
Oh man.
Ages.
I'm the baby boy. So my next older brother, he's 47. Then it's 49. Then I got one that's 53,
Hold
and
on, hold on.
that's it.
I'm
Right there.
53. I'm
But
Stop.
53.
why?
Yes,
Hold
ma'am.
on. But hold on. Why they single? Cause hold on, they are. If they like you, well, they might be like you, or they might not be like you. Cause why they
Well,
single?
my
Hey,
my
Kid
oldest
Marvelous.
True. True.
my oldest one, he live in the city, so that's the
He
way
should
he
say no.
lives.
Oh,
And
okay.
my two other brothers, well, all 3 of us, we get married in December together. We're gonna have one big wedding. We all get married in December.
Oh, that's sweet.
Mm.
Well, hell, they
So I
ain't
mean,
single.
no, they're not
Well,
single. I mean, we
Hello,
we
King
engaged.
Marvelous.
I mean, but
okay.
that's I
No,
mean
man.
that's just I mean
How
that's
you
just my
doing,
point of
King
view about
Marvelous?
it. You know what I mean? It's like
I
everybody. It's
don't
I
like
want
you
love
know.
nobody
King
my age.
Marvelous.
Where your
It's like y'all.
granddaddy?
It's
I
like
want
you
the
had
one
said,
that's on
right? It's
Jericho.
like
Where
y'all had said,
granddaddy at?
what's
Shit.
gonna happen when your wife gets sick? Now, the type women that it's like when you want a woman, in my point of view, I want a woman that's gonna be a woman. But at the same time, if
Mhm.
I do get sick, she know what to do. She's not gonna crumble and fumble and all that old mess, lose her mind. She gonna know what to do. She know, okay, now it's my turn to be the leader. You know what I mean, baby? I got you. Take care.
Yes.
You know what I mean? She gonna take her
Yes.
place. You know what I mean?
Now,
That's
see,
that's to me. That's what a woman's supposed to do. You know what I mean? But
I
Yeah.
think
you know,
okay, but
ma'am.
see, I think because we don't have these men in the roles, in those roles to be men or to be leaders, that's why I'm saying that women are more masculine now because we're having to fill the role, we're having to take out our trash, we're having to change our tires and stuff like that because there's not a man around.
You ain't changing no
Or
damn
if you
time.
if you well, I will. I want to. I change an alternator.
Right.
I'll build up a
It's
kitchen.
called
But see the
adaptation.
but see
We
the
had to
thing
adapt.
is
Oh, I'm
exactly
talking
we
about you
having to.
single, yeah, but with a man, I ain't doing none of that.
But
Shit.
that's what I'm saying. I feel like if a man brings his full place, his full masculine role, if he the one doing all that stuff, ain't no need for me to step in unless he asking me for my help, or
I mean,
unless
that's
I'm saying, "Babe, you
understandable.
need my help. You need
Yes,
my help."
ma'am.
Then that's. But other than that, like we having to do these things, and then you're getting called a masculine because you're doing what you have to do, and I think
Well,
that's a little weird.
I'm not. I mean, I'm saying like, okay, like when I say women are more masculine now, I mean I'm not. They have to do more manly things. Like I said in the at the beginning, is that it's only because it's the masculinity of the man is gone, so they having to step up because you got. I mean, I drive trucks. I'm in my truck right now. I drive trucks for a living, so you don't know how many guys I see on the side of the road, 2, 3 guys, and they sitting there looking at a tire, don't know what the hell going on. I've even seen a guy standing there playing on the phone, and his girl was changing the tire. You
No,
know,
no.
and it makes me mad because
You better
certain
stop.
women, certain women, and I'm not like I said, I'm not saying all, but
Mm-mm.
certain women just want to be in a relationship so bad that they just gonna take the sorriest Nick motherfucker and
But
try to make
also,
them
Right,
keep in
into
mind,
something. You know,
right,
and it's like you can't make somebody into something. It's either in them
right.
or it ain't in them. You know what I mean? So I wish
but
Right.
women
some of
just
these
stop
girls,
trying to save some of these men. Oh, these are kings. They need saving. They need saving. No, everybody don't need saving. Some people just sorry as hell. And I
That
wish
part.
a lot of
but
women.
see, they
I
don't.
wish.
A lot of these women don't know any better because they didn't grow up with a man showing them how they could be a
No,
woman, how
but
they
you
could
got
sit back, a man being a man.
they gotta feel some kind of way. You pumping the gas and the man sitting playing on his phone.
But I'm
You
saying
changing
is
a
like,
tire, and I mean,
um,
I mean, you gotta feel some kind
a
of way
lot of
as a
these
woman.
dudes, like a lot of these dudes, are not being taught by their mom. Even if they living in a single parent home, a lot of their moms is not teaching them to make sure that they pumping the gas. I made
That
sure my
right there.
sons pump
Because I don't know how to
was
pump no
pumping
gas.
gas, and it's like it's a problem to where it's like they quick to sit there and act like they son they man, but they're not teaching them how to be a man. And then when they finding these girls, they not expecting them to be a man to the women in which you're accusing. And some of
They
these
looking for
girls,
another
because of the
mama.
fact that They
Mm-hmm.
watch their mom over and over and over again, just needing to be with somebody, not knowing what love looked like, or not knowing what
Okay.
what
Okay,
it looked like
musical.
for somebody to take care of the, take care of their
Abundant.
mom, or step
I
You
up.
have
think
to put me as a mod.
I don't think I have
Uh,
enough room, Frankie. I don't
It
think I
say
well,
can.
dub a mob.
I
You
mean,
got to be a
I'll
mod.
I can
drop
step
down there.
down.
Yeah, I'll drop down.
No, they
I can
saying
I
jump down. I
just
gotta
wanted,
put the take that down the bathtub.
what they saying is
ma'am.
mod. That means they can kick people out of the room if in my comments if they're not acting right in the comments.
Oh,
I don't mean y'all
oh,
got to step down.
okay.
I don't have enough room.
Okay.
I got too many mods already. They only allow you a certain number.
What's that?
Somebody
A
on your
moderator.
Moderators.
live. Like my
You
Yeah.
have
mods,
a
they ain't in
moderator?
here. My mods ain't in here, but when I go live, they be sitting in the background. They be like bloop 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 bloop. They like
But see,
ninjas.
my mods know too. I give people a chance. If I say something smart back, that means I'm giving them a chance. And they got another chance to say. If they say something else off the wall, then they gotta go. Unless they racist. If they racist, they gotta go off rip.
Yeah.
Mutually.
Yes, immediately.
Well,
We
dude should
also
have been gone.
ignore we teach boys to be providers, but not teaching them mental and emotional health. You right about that. I
Exactly.
know, Slim Brown. But yeah, you're right about that. I don't think enough. I don't think us as a culture have think about mental health as well. I think that's
We
something
don't.
we shun. I think that's
And
something we
see, and
shun.
that's one thing my kids always, my sons and daughters always said. You sit and had conversation with us, mom, when we was able to understand, because I knew how it was as me as a child. So I, you know, pass that down to come and talk to me. We can talk about anything and everything, how you feeling. When they come home, how was your day? I address each and every one of them. Do you need to talk to me? I want to talk to you. You know,
Mm,
don't shut down on me. Don't shut down on me. I don't care if I did something wrong. You hold me accountable.
hey
Point
TA.
blank in the story. If
Hey,
I
I'm
did
at
something
T.
to hurt your feelings, I apologize. I was stepping over your boundaries, and let's talk. Cause one time I
Yeah.
got upset that my
Yeah, and
youngest
then
son
I.
didn't clean his room up, and I came home feeling ticked off because of something, and I said, clean this goddamn go room up, and everything like that. And then when I took 10 seconds to breathe. And when I went back in his room, I
Wow.
said, I apologize. I'm sorry. It wasn't on you and stuff like that. And he looked, and he still say it to this day. My mother cussed at us and she broke down crying because she never talked to me like that. My mother never
Mm.
cussed at us. My mother
Be
spanked me
nice.
one time. My mother
That'd be
spanked me
nice if
one
my
time.
children
And
could say that.
he
Cause I
said, I
your
spanked him
your
one
mom never
time
talked to
because
you like that, and I spank
he
y'all one
messed up
time.
his hair. And I spanked him. And out of that spanking, like I told him, out of
Give me
that
my ice
spanking,
cream,
I
please.
spanked you because I just lost your sister. And I was
Give me
just
my ice cream.
angry. And I apologize for that. But my thing is, my parents never called me out my name. It was the name that they put on the birth certificate and everything. And my father spanked my ass one time. And one time my
Um,
father said something to me
give me some.
and my
You
hormones,
want
I
soda
didn't know
and
I
stuff
was
like that
pregnant
like
and
that?
I took him out. I took him out. My father
Well, I'm gonna
slapped
say
me
this.
because
What can I? Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nah,
he
go
he
ahead. What were you gonna
he
say?
was
I was just
he
gonna
was
say
having
really
one of
quick about the mental health. Oh, oh,
go
never
ahead,
mind.
baby. That's what I was trying to say.
I was
My
just gonna say
father
real
was
quick because
schizophrenic.
it runs through my
My father
family.
was schizophrenia. He was schizophrenia and he had the moment and he slapped me. And to this day, his handprint is in the inside of my mouth because he slapped the almighty shit out of me. And I still, from the outside, it was bruised for about 6 months, but in the inside of my mouth, you can still see his handprint, purple. It's purple inside. But it was his
That's
mental health,
awful.
and I had to hit him to defend myself because I was pregnant. But come to find out, he was going through an episode because my father never put his fucking hands on me, and I knew something was wrong
Well,
there.
I don't mean to stop your story, but can I say something real quick? And then
Yeah,
I'll just. We need to stop in the our brown people. Black people,
Hmm.
we need to stop making fun of people with mental illness. Go ahead, Miss
Yeah.
Oh
Brandy.
no, it's
My
nothing to
sister
make fun
did that.
of.
My
And I
little
feel like
sister
it's
did
very
that.
important for us to apologize to our children when we fuck up. Cause
You know
see,
what? I was
Exactly.
telling you, April, when I went to my uncle's funeral, I told you, I said, and I was having an anxiety attack because it was a funeral and I had to talk in front of everybody. But I was having social anxiety and I was trying to get it under control. And my sister antagonized me. And, that it felt like she was bullying, which she was. And because I didn't want to go into this garage where my cousin was living at. It was like the garage, like you drive up to the top. And I said, let me out because I'm having anxiety right now and I can't deal with this. So she sent me something the following day about this bridge you can walk on or drive on and it's a little bit above water. And she said, you can't even go on the garage. And that was making fun of my mental health. Because I suffer from anxiety. Because I suffer from PTSD. And and I'm very high anxiety. And I when she said that,
and I'm very high that. A echo just came from somewhere, out of nowhere.
that was Red Rose.
No,
What
no,
happened?
it's gone now. It's gone now.
Oh,
But it came from
Yeah, it's
somewhere out of
gone.
nowhere.
What happened? What
But
happened?
but we gotta be. I mean, it's a lot of hurt children who are still
yeah, and there's a
carrying
lot of
hurts
people that's
because
not
of.
mindful.
Hold on, Frankie. Cause you got people. You got people that they just shit. I done lost my train of thought. Frankie, your ass be overpowering damn conversation. That's just Frankie. That's like
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I understand the passion behind it though, cause
yeah.
I be
Me
the
too.
same way. I don't mean no
Me
harm,
too.
Frankie. You say your bad talk to someone to talk to someone.
Now, did y'all see dog where'd you come and go? Oh, 50-50. Where he was saying like if he washes dishes, he want his wife to take out the trash. I'm not taking out no trash if I get a man. I hate taking
But
the trash out.
That's why.
taking out
That's why I
trash,
don't
see,
believe. That's why I don't believe in 50-50.
well, what you believe in?
I believe that I'm gonna do all the manly duties, and I want my wife to do all the female duties.
Mm, okay.
I mean, it's like it's basically
What's the
like.
female duties?
Can I say something about that? And this is where it's like I do believe in the 50-50, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Mhm.
Some people don't understand how much their spouse can handicap them in so many different ways. And I never wish for anybody to leave this earth before somebody else. But sometimes it happens. Like we have people out here to where the husbands die and the wife never knew how to handle this, that, and the fifth, and now she has to do that. Or the wife dies and the husband doesn't know how to wash dishes, doesn't know how to do anything for himself. So I think that sometimes when we're not allowing each other or learning from the other person and doing doing those different things, we handicap the other person. It's like putting your kids out there without teaching them how to cook. It's no different, if you ask me.
Okay,
So
Well,
it's
okay.
like,
you
All right.
heard
Can
Frankie
I
say
say
she don't
this?
know how to pump gas. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I say this? Okay. Like I said, I drive trucks. Right now, I'm on my way home. Now, my wife been home taking care of our grandbaby, and keeping everything in order. Okay, now, and this is me. I'm saying this is me. I understand how stressful it is to keep a house up. I've lived by myself before, so I know how it is to try to keep a house up. And taking care of a grandbaby, taking her to school, picking her up from school, feeding her, making sure she do homework after school. I mean, I understand this is stressful. So at some point in time, the woman needs a break too. So when I go home, oh, it's cool. I got everything. I'm gonna cook for you. Even though I've been working, I'm gonna cook for you. Chill out. I'm gonna cook for you. Now this is my day off. I'm gonna cook for you. So tomorrow, okay, what I mean, I'm gonna chill out. But if a man don't know how to cook, then that's not. I mean, he should have been learned how to cook. He should have. His grandparents or his mama should have taught him how to cook. You know, if a man can't wash dishes, then something wrong. My grandbaby is 5 years old. She can get up there on her stool and wash dishes.
Hey, she
You know,
knows
so if a
Slim.
man, ma'am,
I'm talking to Slim. She said your wife is
oh,
lucky to have you. Right.
she said what?
She
Your
said
wife
your
is
wife
lucky to
is
have
lucky to
you.
have you. But
No,
that's just
I
like
understand.
it's.
I understand the
But see,
value.
don't get it. Don't
That's
get
what.
it messed up because it's like
No,
when my guy comes to visit, like when I could drive the car, which I have been driving the car here lately, y'all. Pew, pew, pew. But what I'm saying is when I actually really drive and say me and him are going places and that there's gas that's needed in the car, I do not pump the gas when we're together.
I understand
When we
that.
go
Uh-uh.
out places,
I
I don't
understand
do
that.
it.
Somebody got an
There's
echo.
all of
But
that like
if it's
but what I'm saying is I'm like, but I know how to pump my gas. If I need to, I will pump the gas. If we were living together, I know that there's certain things to where it's like it would there. How should I put it? Like
it's,
you, he's like you to where there's certain things to where it's like I don't do it, I don't have to do it or whatever when he's around, and I don't make him do certain things that I would do as his woman. Like for the first time I had somebody where I have no problem cooking and serving
But
him food or whatever that kind of stuff because there's not been anybody where I do that, for
okay.
because there was nobody who was worthy of
but
that.
I'm
But
saying
at
it's
the
50
same
50.
time, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just saying it's 50-50 though. I mean, of course, you're gonna teach your wife. You know, your wife is gonna be. That's why I said you want your wife to be able to take on the role. You don't want to handicap her. That's crazy, because you're gonna get old. Somebody's gonna get sick, so you don't want to handicap her. You know, so it comes a time when you do get sick or if you do pass away, she's able to step up and take on that role. But that's still not 50-50. She's just playing her position as your wife, your spouse,
But
your
what do you mean
backbone.
by playing her position?
I mean, like she's doing what a woman is
Right,
supposed to do. I
praise.
mean, like she's she's taking care of the house for you. She's taking care of the kids. She's making sure you got food. I mean, cooking food. And she's being your supporter. She's being your backbone. She's being your friend when you need somebody to talk to. She's she's like when you come home, you're not coming home to a bunch of mess. That's your counsel. That's your peace. She letting you have your peace. So that's her role as a woman, to give me my peace when I come home, and my role is to take care of everything else.
So
You
you
want the
supposed to
bills,
be her piece as well.
ma'am?
So you supposed to be her piece as well.
I
I
am.
I I
I
I
am.
don't agree.
That's
I
why I say
don't.
when I go home,
Yeah,
I give her her break. She
that's what
deserves
I'm
that. I give
saying.
her her break.
Can
I
you
mean, why
cook
I,
for
not? I
I'm.
her?
mean,
I,
oh man,
He
you've been on the
said he
road.
hey,
You're supposed
cooked
to be
for
just
her.
chilling. No, my wife been taking care of our grandbaby, been taking care of the house. I mean,
to,
she paying the bills. She need to chill too.
Right,
I
done.
just drive a
I don't want
truck
no 50-50
with me
no
and
more.
my
I want
son.
100. A
Hmm.
hundred. You giving
I mean,
your
it's
100,
just like
I'm giving my
I
100.
don't like to say, "Oh, I'm gonna pay these bills. I'm gonna pay these bills." No, what we gonna do is that I'm gonna bust my butt. You know what I mean? We gonna live a happy life. We ain't gonna try to live outside our means. But we still gonna have a happy life and enjoy ourselves. And the money that you make, guess what? Just put it up, sweetie. Put it up. That's it. Just put it up. You want to go buy something?
I'm,
Go buy it. I don't
You
care.
ready for life?
But the bills, I'm
Good
taking care of that.
question.
You can
see, I
you
was
can
with
get on my
Slim.
on my profile right now. I just bought my wife a Durango SRT, and told her I love her,
All right, that's what's up.
because that's my backbone. I did 15 years in
No,
prison. I did 15 years in prison. She took me in when I ain't had nothing, and she ain't never betrayed me, never. And loyalty is everything. When somebody give you their loyalty, man, you give them the fucking world.
no. See, T Ray, you said 50-50 is 100. No, 50-50 is you giving some, I'm giving some. A hundred,
Hmm.
a hundred is you giving your all, and I'm giving my all on the other end.
Speak.
Like we doing this thing as a team, 100, 100, not 50-50. 50-50, that just sound like we splitting the
No.
bills to me. We splitting the
Yeah,
bills
I
type
don't do
thing.
that.
And I ain't saying there's anything wrong with splitting the bills. I'm just saying that's all that sound like, we splitting the bills. I want you supposed to get your full 100 and I'm gonna get my full 100.
That's right.
That's how that should
That's
be.
right.
And I went Slim on that. Slim in
That's
my
right.
marriage, when I was married, I did everything too. Everything but go to work. Cause I had to stay home. I had to stay home and homeschool the children, cook breakfast, lunch, dinner, and make snacks. All that. Take out the trash, wash the car. Like I did everything. He did nothing but went to work, clothe himself, and feed himself. That was it. So when you in a marriage like that, it's almost like you doing stuff. It's just you in a relationship. You ain't
Hello,
got no
everyone.
help.
Hello,
What
everyone.
you? How you
Let me
doing, K
slide
Dub?
in with y'all real quick. Look,
Go ahead.
yeah,
Hello.
I've been married for 10 years. Hello, I've been married for 10 years, and my personal opinion on things like this is that me and my wife give 100%. I mean, we're gonna do everything we gotta do. We put our money back in the savings. We take care of our children. We take care of our house. I mean, rather if it's money or if it's cleaning or cooking or taking care of the kids, making sure they get to where they gotta
Got
be,
some.
making sure they well fed or whatever. I mean, at the end of the
Y'all
day,
got 6 minutes.
I'm gonna take care of things and she gonna take care of things. My wife actually has a lot of disabled problems, but she still gets up and do a whole lot of things as well. But me, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna come home, take care of my kids, I'm gonna do whatever it need be. I mean, so
Mhm.
when I say 100, I really mean 100. I'm gonna give 100 of me. I'm gonna give you everything that I can actually give you. I mean, because a lot of these people around here say they're gonna get 50%, and that's actually what they give is 50%. Like,
Mhm.
where
Exactly.
is this 100% at? Like, where is all of you? Like, I mean,
No, I'm not.
you telling me, oh, you get married, you say, oh,
Hey,
I'm
turn
I'm
that
gonna give
mess
you
on.
all of me, I'm gonna do this, sickness and health or whatever. But a lot of people is not really giving all of them. They telling half the truth. Really, they ain't even telling all of the secrets. They got secrets still up under their belt. Like they don't even really
Right,
express their full self. So how is you giving
right.
all of you or in any type of level?
Sam. Right. And that's the thing. I don't like secrets. There should be no secrets, especially if you're married. Especially if you're married. There should not be any secret. When I come to you and you come to me, if it ain't asked, then don't tell it. Because I don't want to know what your body count is. Hopefully you don't want to know mine. Because to me, that shit don't even matter. But as far as having somebody behind the scenes and waiting behind the scenes, because somebody say you always supposed to have somebody on the side and all that kind of stuff. If Frankie, you can talk. You know how they say you always supposed to have somebody on the side and one in your pocket and one in the all that kind of crap. No, no secrets. I'm supposed to know about you. You
No.
supposed to know about me. That way,
Exactly.
can't nobody come sideline you on no shit that I got going on, and vice versa.
I
That's
know I
Too
right.
don't
much
Nah,
share
work.
myself no more because I shared myself with somebody when they got into their narcissistic ways, traits, or whatever the shit it was. They tried to throw it up in my face. So I'm being careful of who I'm sharing, who I am as, my character. I just rather show you my character than to share my past situation, because when I tell people I've been this way and that way coming up, they think that I'm in some trauma. No, I dealt with that over that court system, and the court system gave me counseling and I healed from it and everything, and I'm good.
Sam.
It's not
Amen.
trauma to me. I'm just sharing the story because someone out there might need it.
So you saying you don't think you so you don't think you should tell a person about your past if you're in a relationship with them?
Not as we dating. Once we say who we are to each other, then we sit down and have that conversation. But
Okay.
dating and courting is two different things with me. And I'm just gonna court you seriously. Once we say who we are, then we
Sam.
start dating. We start
K
dating
Dub,
officially.
what's up, K Dub? What's wrong?
I don't know. Well, I don't, but
Is it
We'll
this
see.
conversation?
Uh,
Is it this conversation?
no, it's not. No, it's not this. This is not like I'm really. Y'all know I'm usually so bubbly or really have a lot to say in a good way or whatever. And I know I've been really quiet, but like there's just a it's just a lot. Like I'm doing like in my healing, in my healing, and a lot of the stuff that we talk about. It reminds me of the fact that like I go to bed, I wake up by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I have somebody good in my life, but they live somewhere else. But then also when we were talking about like the kids and being good to the kids, I think that's what triggered me. Cause it's like
Mm-hmm.
my oldest son, like I haven't really talked to him, and it's weird because we used to talk to each other all the time before before I had my stroke. We used to talk to each other almost every day. My daughter thinks that it's his fault that it like it was like the last straw. It's like I called them last week and talked to him, and we talked like everything's cool, but I shouldn't have to call you. And I think that's what's bothering me a little bit.
Mm. I
But
feel like this.
Are
I
you
don't know
okay?
if this pertains to your situation, but I feel like whatever, like, I don't know if you've seen the video, but if you want something or someone, you're going to make time for them. You're going to let that person know that you want them. Or you're going to take the time to go to the store and get that thing that you want.
and that's what I'm gonna be real with you. One of my biggest things is like if to know me, to know me is to know that I will cut you off. I don't care who you are. I will cut you off for my peace and my
Mm-hmm.
joy, and I need to live for
Right.
my daughter. And so one of the hardest things that I've been dealing with myself is whether or not it's time to like
How old
kind
is
of
he?
cut my son off for for a little bit.
Sam,
How old is
And
he?
that's a
How old
hard
is he?
decision
put
to
your
make.
phone up.
Huh?
How old is he, K Dub?
He's 28.
Okay, K Dub. Like my son, like I was telling you last week about my oldest son and everything. I say he just come in to just say hi and
That's
just
not
go
no
in the
more.
room, right? And I understand that he's tired and stuff like that. And I talked to my young. I realized that something triggered
Put this
when
in the freezer,
I got sick. And my son don't want me. My
please.
youngest son told me this about my oldest son. He like,
Go get it.
Mom, he don't like that you is
Put this in the freezer, please.
unable to do something. He feel like he's the oldest son, he couldn't protect you. So maybe your son feeling like what's going on with you as well, that he can't do nothing for you and he don't want to see the woman that he love hurting.
Y'all quiet down.
He
Before I
don't
make
want
y'all go to bed
he
now.
don't know how to comfort you in that. Because that's how my oldest son is. He looking like, damn, my mother hurt herself and she barely can walk and she barely, she had to when her, I tell him that I went walking every day because I want to exercise what's going on with me and everything. And he like, did you get out? I like, yeah, I walked a quarter mile, but by the time I got back, my leg was swollen. And sometimes it, like my son say, he don't feel like he have a safe place with me. He like, I supposed to have a safe place with you. I say, and I had to flip that and let him know, I'm sorry that I don't have a safe place for you, but I'm glad you got a safe place for me. Cause maybe right now, cause ain't nothing
Mm-hmm.
coincidental. You need to be my safe place. And I said, and
Uh,
when I get to my point, I will have that safe place for you.
what's up, Tanya? I'm gonna ask Kato a
So
question in a minute.
the thing
Uh,
is, I don't even know your son, but somebody like I told you, my youngest son brought it to my attention because I was going through the same thing last week and everything. It's like, why do I have to call and check on you and you right here, a room across from me? And I
See,
call
that's just
everybody and
it.
say, I always say happy, wherever day it is, I say happy Wednesday. And this how it is with my kids every morning. It's because I get up earlier than them. So when they wake up, they can see a text. Happy, like today was happy Tuesday. I hope you have a
put on the
blissful
shirt.
day. I love you. And don't let nothing. take you out of the character you is, because at the end of the day, they don't know you and you know yourself. So love on yourself no matter what comes against you. And I
Okay.
like
There we
love
go.
you. And I'm like, I
Uh,
love you, my Nubian prince. And that's how I do it.
K Club. Uh, Frankie gave you the clean cut version, and I'm gonna give you
Hush,
Tanya version.
Rose.
I'm gonna give you Tanya version. Fuck them kids. And
Excuse me.
let
I'm
me
sorry. I
say,
didn't mean to interrupt. I gotta change out with my son. Cause he finna start driving. So I'm finna drop out. Y'all ladies have a nice day. It was nice
all
talking to
right,
y'all.
country.
You
You
too.
All
too.
right.
Be
Thank
safe
you for
out
All
there.
right.
joining.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so K Club, let me say this. Now, with my husband, we had 9 kids together. Okay, all of them his kids, all of them motherfuckers his. But let me just say this. You know, it comes a time when these kids they go out there and they get to doing stuff, and they feel like we as parents we owe them something when they grown.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to chase them down?
Mm-hmm.
I was a good mom. I had
Mm-hmm.
I was at basketball games, football games, cheerleading games, PTA meetings, whatever you wanted to name. I was at it. I was a good mom. Okay, my kids get out there, whatever they do out there, and I got some good kids. It might be like one that maybe one or two that might be tripping right now, but I let them be. I'm not going to chase you. Because the way I look at it, you get one mom in this life, and when I'm gone, you ain't gonna find nobody like me. And the kind of love that I have had for y'all, and all the sacrifices that I have made for y'all, baby, I be damned if I chase you. I be damned if I call you. If I'm gonna give you the same energy that you give me. If you call me, I'm gonna call you. If you want to hang out with mama, mama gonna hang out with you. My kids know I love the shit out of them. My kids know this. But what I'm not gonna do
Just
is
get
be
your ass.
disrespected, let you talk to me crazy, and I'm not gonna be the one to if you piss me off, this and my kids know this. If you piss me off, I'm not reaching out to you. I'm not calling you. I'm gonna let you be. When you get ready, you gonna call me. I'm the mama. We gave them life. They came through
Uh,
us. We carried them in our womb. They didn't carry
okay.
us. Come on
I
now.
ain't
Um,
kissing one of my
Kata,
kids' ass.
I ain't
I
doing none
need,
of
I
that.
need. Okay, I think I misunderstood somewhere. You talking about your child and not your boyfriend?
I'm talking about my oldest son.
To my old
Okay.
son.
Do you
Oldest son.
have you communicated this with your child?
Oh yes, when I first came home from the hospital, it was my mentality. My mentality was this: if I was gonna have to go back to the hospital, I'd rather go ahead and do it now. So as soon as I got home from the hospital, I let him know how I felt about the fact that he didn't come. He didn't come until I was in the hospital for a month. So he didn't
Wow.
come down here, no nothing.
Wow.
And I've been back home. I'm about to celebrate
That's crazy.
my 5th month.
That is
I'm about to
crazy.
celebrate 5 months, since since my stroke. In a little over a week. I'm about to celebrate my 5th month, and I have yet to see my son.
Okay. Let me say this.
And rice and stuff in the
For one,
refrigerator.
can't nobody tell you what to do with your child because that's your child. And I'm not saying anything against what the women here said to you.
Okay, it's in the room.
One thing I've never shared with y'all is me and my oldest have a weird relationship. She's been there through all of the abuse. She even caught some of it. Okay.
Thank you.
And I came to her and I apologized because I had no, I felt like, hold on, I'm gonna mute Frankie Mike real quick. She can turn it back on if she wants to. But I felt like, some of the stuff that I put her through, I was wrong for. So I gave her a very dear apology, right? And I told her I hope that, our relationship can grow. Every now and then I call her, I text her. I text her more than I call her because I'm busy too. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed it's not being reciprocated. Now she could be like me, and I'm a lot of out of sight, out of mind type person, even though she is my child. But my mom died when I was 12. And I listen to some people and I be like, man, I wish I had mom. I wish my mama was here to see my children. You know what I'm saying? But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, like even with my situation now, y'all know I'm in the hotel with these three children, and it like I asked her, I was like, could you let me borrow 3 grand to get out of this situation? I'll pay you back in 5 months. And this was probably 3 weeks to a month ago. I ain't heard nothing back. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I still text her and let her know I love her. And that,
But see, just here's the thing. At what point in time do we understand they're still kids? There are kids. My son is grown as fuck, so now he's past that threshold of you still my child, because now you're 31. You're close to 30. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? Like you're close to 30 years old. Like use a grown ass man, use somebody else's child. You're somebody's father. Like my grandson is going to be 8. But at what point do we learn to let go and not be on that I'm still their parent type stuff and let them learn? Because here's my thing. I think the reason why I've been the way I've been with my kids is that I lost my parents 5 months apart from each other. And I came from a 2-parent household. I was 20 years old. I was 20, my sister was 18, my brother was 13. I actually adopted my brother and raised my brother from the time he was 13 until he was like 18 years old, right? So my
mm-hmm.
thing is, at what point, and it like, don't appreciate, like, I was almost gone. Like, they literally told my family that I was going to die. Like, that's what doctors told which is another reason
Mm-hmm.
why I'm usually on here is happy as all hell, right? But that was me before this. But I've been like this for years. I just been happy for no damn reason. Like I might get sad and somebody might break my
Right,
heart, but I
Deanna.
keep it moving,
I
right?
think what Deanna just said, we never let go. Just love them from afar. Sometimes keep them lifted up in prayer. And I agree.
Right?
What I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna chase you for a relationship when you know who I am. And
Yeah.
and part of the reason you got what you got is because I was the mother that I was.
See, I left.
And
I
all
left
honesty.
my. Though my ex-husband was abusive, when I finally left, I was like, my kids deserve better than this. I deserve better than this. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like we went through the struggles. I did what I could for my kids. So no child support, no nothing. And it's like then it sounds like. Then in the end, it sounds like I want a reward for me doing what I was supposed to be doing. You know what I'm
I
saying?
I don't
No,
see
you
that. And
just want admiration from them, like
I
respect.
don't want I don't want any of that. But I think she lost respect for me one day because I told her fuck you. In all
See,
honesty,
I ain't never
when
done that.
when my child tries to be my parent because you feel
Wait a
like
minute,
I may
what
be less
child?
than
I
a
thought you had little kids.
I
No,
got a
she has an
22 year
oldest one
old.
too.
I have a
Uh,
22-year old.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know that.
you like she was going against what I was telling my children in front of my children. I got a problem with that. So I told her, fuck you. Mind your business. And I know it hurt her feelings, and I apologized to her afterwards. But at the same time, you undermined me in front of the other 3 that I still have to raise. Yeah, you grown and you can go on
Mm-hmm.
about your business. You good. But don't undermine me in front of them like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's something
So
about when they
It's
21,
crazy.
22 years old to where they
Yeah,
can
that's
smell
crazy.
themselves between 20 to, between the ages of 20 to 23 to where you want to smack the shit out of them because of the fact that they would say it's like they think that they're too grown. So yes, it's like I didn't went through that with my oldest son, but that was in reference to the fact that he was going out and was leaving my grandson with me when my grandson was a baby. And I told him, I said, you keep not looking for a job, but out here hanging with these people. I said, I'm gonna get full custody of him.
Hey, I don't know. Can I speak from my perspective real quick to you
Please
ladies?
do,
Go
I just
ahead.
want to say something.
please do.
Okay. Now I'm gonna just speak on how I am towards my mother, since I'm not a woman. But at the end of the day, with my mother, I know I need to call her a little bit more. I try to call her a little bit more. Sometimes I'm a little bit off with that. I know I'm laid back with that a lot, but I pay my mother's phone bill. I'm trying to put back into her and do things for her as much as I can. I know I got a real busy life. I got 3 kids and a wife, and I go to work every day, so I'm trying to maintain everything as well, plus my mother. Um, I know that I live in a whole different state and different things like that, and just to hear how some of your kids are, it kind of saddens me. But you know, at the same time, it makes me think like, okay, none of your kids have really made it to 30 yet. So, with that being said, or maybe some have. But the ones I haven't spoke of that I heard ages and stuff like that, they haven't made it to 30 yet.
Mine's
And I'm gonna tell
33.
you, ma'am.
Mine's is 33.
Yeah, I got one
Okay,
33
okay. Well,
too.
that yeah. Now you know when you get up in them ages, a little bit should click and it should change. I mean, because I don't know. I've noticed a lot of things, and I work with my brothers and them, and I'm working with my children as they come up, and I work with a lot of people. I mean, I'm not a therapist or anything like that, but a lot of people come to me for advice. And it took me a minute, to actually come up as well on my own. But when I finally did, I started understanding what, all the things that really make sense. Like, cause I mean, my mother took care of me all of her life and stuff and went through so many different things because of me, for me, and what have you. So the way I see it is that I mean, I can do something for my mother. Like I'm gonna try my best to do something for my mother. I'm gonna help my mother out. Like there's no way in the world she going to a nursing home when that time come or nothing like that because she coming to me. I'm gonna take care
Huh.
of her until it's over
See,
with.
that's my
And that just
daughter.
Child,
and I
boo.
just feel like you know when you get up in age, you start thinking a little bit different, especially when you done mistreated your mother or father or whoever, grandparents, so forth over the years when you done got grown because you feel like now I'm grown, I can do what I want to do. I don't have to listen to what you're talking about. You were always going to be mom. You was always a good mom, and you still are a good mom,
Hmm.
Miss Red. And the rest of y'all too as well. But you was the one speaking like that. You're gonna continue to be a good mom. You never let that be taken from you because you did way too much and still doing for your kid. Rather, if
Right.
it's just thinking about and wondering and praying for like I know you're doing because this world is crazy. So you continuously doing for your babies all the time, and they're gonna continue to be your babies. My mama called me her baby every time I get on the phone, especially because I'm the
Mm-hmm.
youngest of the three. I got a
Mine's
brother
all the
that's
mine's is babies.
Turn that light back on.
so I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like never let them strip that title from you. Never let them have you feel some kind of way. I know it don't feel right now and everything, but please believe me. I hope that we all live to see it, but they gonna come around because I'm telling you, it don't last forever. Eventually, people start
Mm-mm.
looking at things that matter more, like the little things in life that they want to do that they think is everything or whatever. Right now, dies away eventually.
Yep. Like
Yeah.
I always tell mine, enjoy your flowers, baby, because sometimes flowers die. I
And
like,
You
that's all I
know.
really wanted to say to y'all ladies.
I
So
Well,
thank you.
I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
I appreciate
I
it,
just
and I
want my
know.
kids to say, Mom, I love you. I just love that. I just love because I tell them every day, I
I think
love them. I
that's
love them. I love
I
them.
think that's the thing
That's all.
more than
Yeah,
anything is
I be
that.
crying too, K Dub. I just want to
Ooh,
hear,
I'm
Mom,
about to
I
turn
love
my
you.
video off.
All right. Hey,
But
Tara.
that's the thing more than anything is the fact that Ever since even me coming out the hospital, waking up, like he's not even said I love you. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so much, and that's the one to where it's like I think it hurts so much because we would talk to each other all the time. That's the one to where that one kid to where I'm not gonna say the one because me and my daughter we sit and we talk every day. But he would call me at least once a week, and if I didn't call him, he would call me. He was like, "I was gonna call you because he said I'm calling you because I haven't talked to you this week." Do you get what I'm saying? So to go
Mm-hmm.
through that to where it's like he don't even call now, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't got no problem sharing with y'all because you don't know who is gonna help. But like at the beginning of the year, and so this is where it started with me and him. In January, his girlfriend left, like she was gone New Year's, and then she came back home, and then she left again 2 weeks later. And he called me, and he was so upset, and he was hurt. He was crying. He didn't know what was going on. She hadn't called. She had been gone for like 3 days. And so we looking for her, whatever. And her phone pinged near a reserve, like a hunting reserve in Tennessee. So then we got scared. And we're like calling the police and everything. And so they pinged her phone. We're looking for her. They're looking for her. Her phone pings in Alabama. So then they go they go looking, what you call it in reference to her phone being in Alabama. So that scared us even more because nobody knew that she knew anybody in Alabama. Her mom and her sister didn't know she was gone or anything yet either. So here's a little background. This is where I have issue. My son is black, and of course his girlfriend is, the other.
Get out.
So,
No, let me stop.
so that like bothered me even more because it's like, okay, so now I'm like scared, like even more because of the fact that when he pinged her phone. So come to find out, once we report her missing and the police put her on their website or whatever in their county, she calls her sister and she's like hella mad because of the fact that we reported her. So instead of being okay about the fact that she was reported and just letting everybody know she was okay, she's getting upset. So now I'm mad. I'm like hella mad because I'm like, first of all, like if she would have left, if she should have left, she could have let somebody in her family know when he was calling or whatever. She could have said something to him. They live in this rural, they live in this completely and totally rural area in Tennessee. And I'm like, the climate of this country right now, like, sir, like her not taking into account that a cop could have arrested you without even thinking. You know what I'm saying? That maybe she was somewhere else and thinking that she was missing, especially the fact that she didn't tell her family. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it was a whole bunch of layers to it, and I got so mad. Like I'm talking about a level of mad I had never been in my life. I'm talking my entire freaking life. Like I had never been so mad. And then my son kept talking about how much he loved her still, and he kept trying to get her back, and I kept trying to get him to move down here. And he refused to go anywhere, and he just was like he kept trying to fight for her until finally I spazzed out. I lost it. I had never ever in my life been so mad. And I think the thing about it was not even a month later, or like a month and a half later or so, maybe even less than a month, is when I had my stroke. But I had been mad like that whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So it
You
was
let that
like
anger eat you up.
exactly. And it's like here's what my son doesn't understand. It's like he's in
Have a
this
good
Good
night.
night,
rural area,
Craig.
huh?
We were
No,
saying
he
good
said he
night to
gotta go.
Craig.
Good night. But it was like he's in this complete and totally rural area in Tennessee. My grandson's going to a school to where it's like, for some reason, he's always getting in trouble. And they think that that is an abomination. In those kind of areas, they think that that's an abomination.
Oh, the
So it's like,
mixture.
it's one of those, huh?
The mixture.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm sitting
Same.
here telling my son, I'm like, yo, somebody messing with that baby. And wanting him to send that baby, wanting him to send him here, but he's like, so hell bent on him staying. I'm like, y'all need to do better. Y'all need to move. Y'all need to. So it was a lot. So for him, like, his treatment
Turn it off and
now
go to bed if y'all can't get
hurts
along.
on another level than what it would have 6 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes you gotta let them learn their own lessons.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, they gotta learn their own lessons. My daughter still holds her V card, and she talking to this no good behind dope dealer. And
Oh
I'm trying
wow.
to tell her exactly, and he already has a daughter. And it's like, girl, this boy can run circles around you. Like, she is book smart. That means she has no street common sense. But it's like, this is what you want to do. When I tried to tell you, I'm going to let this go. Just know, I told her about a dream that I had when she came to me crying, and she was so upset that she let the V card go because of him. And I let her know about the dream, and that I left it at that. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying? They have to learn their own lessons just like we did throughout life. Although it makes you upset, and look how the anger ate you up and look at what it did to you. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand that when we hold that type of anger or fear or whatever the hell that emotion is, it's only going to tear us up from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You know,
I
it's
have a
only
question
going to
for
do that.
y'all.
What's that?
I have to walk with a cane, and I walk. When I moved back up here, I didn't bring my car and everything, so I have to walk. To the store and everything like that. It ain't number 2 blocks, but I had to walk to the area that's close to my son,
Oh, Doodle.
and because I didn't bring my car. And the other day, it was like 2 weeks ago. I had him to drop me down to Giant, right? And knowing that I had to walk with a cane, I went to the grocery store and he dropped me off. So I'm making the way across the parking lot to come to the house. And I was struggling because I had to walk a little bit, stop, walk a little bit,
Stop,
stop,
Nate.
walk a little bit, stop. And I said, I'm very spiritual. So I'm in the parking lot and I'm like, God, please just get me home and everything. And I know I don't, I just want to get home. My son pulled up and, like I say, ain't nothing coincident. He came back because he was going to work. And he came back and, told me, he like, Mom, put the bags in the car and brought me in there. And I'm sitting in the front seat. I'm sitting in the front seat of the car and just broke down crying. And I'm like, I appreciate you, just telling him I appreciate you and saying thank you, God, for sending him back and everything. So, the long story short, he brought me back to the house. And I'm glad that I ain't
Go
had to
brush your
walk
teeth.
back with all them bags. Because I had about 5 bags in each hand. But the thing is, he dropped me off in the parking lot and kept going. Instead of saying, damn, let me take Mom with the bags up to the door. And I know that he had to go to work, but at least help me to the front door with the bags and everything. And I would just, and I was telling my youngest son, because he knew I was going to the store, and told him what I'm telling y'all now. And he like, Mom, we all came up in the same house. And he act like you mistreated him. He really act like he said, I know he my big brother and everything. We 5 years apart. And so he said, hold on, let me get my sisters on the phone. So he got my girls on the phone and they talking and everything like that. We all on FaceTime. And they said, Mom, you was strict. You was strict. You was about the education. You was about, we learning our manners and respect for each other and everything like that. But you didn't mistreat us. And he acting like you did something to him. And you didn't. And I'm like, yeah. And they was like, did you ask him? I say, I did. I say, have I ever mistreat you anything? He's like, no, ma'am. And I'm like, so why is this? He said, Ma, I just got a lot on my mind. I say, so you have a lot on your mind thinking that, let me put this scenario because I'm not attacking you. I had a lot on my mind dealing with your dad having 2 brain strokes and making sure all 4 of y'all got fed, me feeding him, me teaching him how to walk, how to talk, and get dressed and everything like that. And I was going through all of that. And I said, but did I ever shut y'all out? And he like, no, ma'am. I say, so why when I talk to you, you acting like I'm disturbing your energy? And if I am disturbing your energy, sweetheart, I want you to tell me so I can back off of you because I don't want my children feel like I'm alienate their life, their energy. And he said, no, ma'am, you ain't doing none of that. I said, because when you come in here every day since I've been here, I say good morning to you, or have you eaten and stuff like that. And I say I cooked you dinner twice. Cooked you dinner twice. You didn't even eat it. Understand you might not been hungry and you was tired when you came in. I understand that. I say, but you know that my right leg is fucked up. My right leg is fucked up. And I had to wash clothes. You went out and washed your clothes. Didn't say, Mom, you want to ride with me to the laundromat to wash your clothes and everything instead of me going up and down these damn steps. Because he lived on the 3rd floor. And I said, and then I had to ice my leg up and I had to put heating pads on it because it swells up and it's always stay swell, but it go extra and everything. And I say, and then you come in here sometimes with some food instead of calling and saying, Mom, did you eat? Did you want something out? I mean, your courtesy is just shot to hell. And I just want, before it become a problem between you and I, let's talk about what's going on with you. Was that wrong for me to have that conversation with him? Lady?
Hey,
Okay.
y'all go to sleep. Y'all can go to sleep. Okay, well, what were you doing to her? Okay, Gabby, get on your bed. Sam, you stay over there. Y'all just go to sleep. I'm tired of hearing your mouth. Yeah, I gotta deal with these children. But I don't think you was wrong for having a conversation. Ain't nothing wrong with communicating and asking questions, especially when it's something that you want to know.
Yeah, because
Because
that's how I
otherwise you
am.
was gonna be assuming.
I always communicate with everybody because this how I talk. I'm
Yeah,
like, okay,
otherwise you
something going
assuming. I
on.
don't want to assume nothing. It's best to get the answer.
Exactly, April. Exactly. I don't like
Um,
assuming because I would be in my head and
get your
overthinking
blanket.
shit, and I don't
The
like
fuck wrong with
overthinking
you?
nothing.
What?
Thank you, Rose.
All right, yeah, I gotta get off of here. So I'm gonna have to
I
kick
see
some
y'all
children
tomorrow.
butts before I go to bed. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right.